The system is turned off, right? I suddenly want to report him. The male protagonist accidentally obtained an inconspicuous novice equipment wooden stick. But I never wanted to strengthen it to level 99. His unintentional blow caused an uproar all over the world. With a burst of rumbling sound. Fuck. Did the earth explode? Big. The continent is divided in two. System beep. Because of your attack. Another player dies. Your notoriety increased by 850,617. The system detects that in the history of virtual reality games. Broke a world record. While a day ago. The male protagonist who just entered the game is still looking for a team to join. And he, a novice player, is not welcome. Even the little kid on the side of the road made fun of him for being overwhelmed. Let him strengthen all the equipment by adding 11. Reconsider his chances of joining. He thought it was the best virtual reality game ever. But after numerous team rejections, he couldn't help yelling in the street that this is a garbage game. You guys who don't understand equipment. Do you know how powerful the weapon in my hand is? Suddenly a voice came from the side. Can we team up for hunting? The man heard that there is a cute little loli who wants to form a team with him. Suddenly blushed. Instantly feel that the world is full of love. This game is just a masterpiece. Slapped this. I was still cursing this game garbage in the street just now. Now team up with the girls in the grove. The two immediately chatted. It turns out that the hero just got pocket money yesterday. Another big buck came into this game. The girl next to me asked, "How much did you charge?" The male protagonist opened his mouth in shock. Don't be scared. I fully charged the 55,001 Novice Warrior gift bag. In fact, 55,000 Korean won is about 290 renminbi. The equipment in my hand is from this gift bag. I only heard the girl on the side speak expectantly. Very cool. You are like a warrior in a story. The hero heard this. Marrying by Fume has already appeared in my mind. The picture of reaching the pinnacle of life. I even thought about the name of the child. Just when the hero is fantasizing about the development of a beautiful story. But was slapped in the face by reality. The little loli next to him pierced his chest with a weapon. The male protagonist spit out a mouthful of old blood in shock. Looking at the little loli next to me. What's the situation? Why are you doing this all of a sudden? You are not coveting my weapon, are you? Stupid guy. I don't need that junk weapon. I tricked you into coming here from the start to get rid of you. An accidental blow split the world in two. Such god-level equipment is an inconspicuous wooden stick. Just a second ago, the hero accidentally dropped the wooden stick on the ground. But it caused panic in the whole world. The continent is divided in two. Countless players died unfortunately. But the chance for the hero to get this wooden stick is. Because luck is too good, all the equipment failed to strengthen. I can only wear the last trace of stubbornness. As a result, the pure heart hands who passed by saw him pitifully. Sending warmth in the street. Throw away. A fire stick was given to him. Just when the hero thought he was about to usher in the highlight moment of his life. When a girl teamed up with him. A weapon pierced through his chest. An innocent young man was ruthlessly deceived like this. The girl tricked him into the woods. Everything is for promotion and salary earning skills. Look at the girl's operation. The male protagonist looked at her incredulously. Only 35 HP left, dying. The girl said disdainfully. Just a second-rate guy like you. How can I find you to hunt in a team? From the beginning it was designed to lure you to this remote place and get rid of you. Just your virtue. In reality, it looks like a dog lick. You still go on looking for your poor parents like this. I need some pocket money to buy some equipment. You bastard. You give me enough. You can scold me. But scolding my parents is not okay. Voice just fell. Girls don't talk too much. Just raise your hand. A big idiot. The male protagonist is divided into two. Drop. Just at the moment when the hero fell down. The system prompts the girl to meet the conditions. Now start changing jobs, hidden jobs. Suddenly bursts of blinding light flashed around the girl. In the next second, a pair of big angel wings suddenly grew from behind. The system prompts to complete the job change. Hidden career goddess of life. I saw a smile on the corner of her mouth. One signature. Last task left. Ignore the hero on the ground. Trampled away from her without looking back. After being badly injured by a girl, the hero finally understands the truth of this game. In fact, the jungle system beep sounds. It is detected that the hero's character has lost his vital signs. Will be at the cost of a certain experience value. Resurrect in safety. Then the male protagonist was resurrected again. At this time, all the male protagonist is thinking about is the unwillingness he experienced before. After angrily roaring, start rummaging for the secret weapon. An enhanced hammer that can upgrade equipment. Then glanced at the knight's hands. A word of disagreement and a hammer. Panic. Strengthening failed. The equipment is broken. Are you fucking kidding me? This is called upgrading. At this moment, 10,000 grass-eating creatures are galloping in my heart. Unbelieving she. Take out the iron-blooded gloves again. I've put all my energy into breastfeeding. Clenching your teeth and hammering with gravity. The system will prompt again. Strengthening failed. The equipment is broken. But as the reinforcement keeps failing. Constant damage to equipment. She only has the last stubbornness left in her body. I'm too persistent. I should have given up on games like this crap. At this moment. Drop a stick with a smack. The hero who thought he was about to usher in the pinnacle of his life. But I never wanted to get a lunchbox on the spot. Girls are so cruel these days. Not making money. No settlement. Just to complete the task. Destroy an innocent boy. The unwilling male protagonist is resurrected again. To heal the pain of being hurt by a girl. Regain a man's dignity. She made up her mind to take out the whole server's wealth and equipment to strengthen and upgrade. Strengthen the hammer with one hammer. Strengthening keeps failing. Equipment keeps breaking. In the end, there is only the last trace of stubbornness left on my body. Blame me for being naive. I should have given up on this shitty game. Suddenly there was a beating. A stick fell. A pure novice passing by can't bear to look directly. See her pour. Throw away. It's just a plain stick. The hero glanced at the wooden stick. Fuck. I really think I'm begging. I am also a distinguished R&B player, okay? Looking at the expression of cuteness and praise. Feelings are giving her equipment for nothing. The male protagonist was very speechless on the ground. Holds the hammer of reinforcement. Then he glanced at the stick on the ground. Hammer. The result reinforces the success. Add a stick. Extra damage +1. Another hammer. Add 2 sticks. Extra damage +2. Succeeded again. Life is impermanent. Big long bag small long. Why only this kind of broken equipment can be strengthened successfully? Undeterred, she continued to hammer. Strengthening success gagaga. Could it be the treasure of scissors? Unscientific. This broken wooden stick just shattered her 3 views. Hammered on the stick again. This time, she thought that she might fail soon. After all, the higher the equipment enhancement value, the higher the failure rate. Clang clang clang. Could it be a dream? She hammered like this from day to evening. Left hand right hand 1 slow motion. Right hand left hand slow motion repeat. What was originally full of energy has been hammered to the point of weakness. Just after she hammered the final blow. System beep sounds. Congratulations. Reached the highest reinforcement value +99 wooden sticks. The male protagonist's hands holding the wooden stick couldn't help shaking. From a probabilistic point of view. Is this reasonable? It stands to reason that as long as it exceeds the overtime strengthening, the strengthening success rate will be less than 5%. Could it be that I got the cheat of the system? Just when she pushed. A bright gun stick accidentally dropped from his hand. She hurriedly grabbed the stick. Just as you catch the end of the stick, the top of the stick accidentally hit the ground. With a burst of rumbling sound. Fuck. Did the earth explode? The power of the aftermath of this shock even spread into the universe. The continent is divided in 2. Just when the hero was still in a state of shock and didn't recover. The system beep sounds again. Because of your attack. 850,617 players died unfortunately. In the history of virtual reality games. Broke a world record. Just now the male protagonist equipped the novice with a wooden stick. Enhanced upgrade to 99 plus. One stick killed 850,617 players in seconds. The power of the explosion instantly split the continent in two. Even the aftermath spreads to the depths of the universe. In this way, the hero gets the golden finger bonus of the system. Usher in the highlight moment. When the male lead was stunned. Everyone panicked. Another system prompt sounded in the male protagonist's ear. Countless pop-up windows popped up and instantly blinded him. Because of your attack. Another player dies. Your notoriety raises 850,000 homes. In the history of virtual reality games. Broke a world record. The male protagonist looked at the plus 99 wooden stick in his hand. Laugh out loud. Think back to all the regrets you have experienced before. The male protagonist spit out a sentence evilly. You bastards are waiting to die. In reality, the hero is an extremely ordinary male hanger. Never thought that in the game. Unintentionally counterattacked and became king. Now the artifact is in hand. World I have. Even if he is so poor that he only has pants left to wear. It doesn't affect the male protagonist's pretentiousness at all. Walk in the crowd. The male protagonist accidentally touched a bald shoulder. Bald head scolding a rookie. Are you tired of life? Walk without looking at people. Grab the man by the collar. Ready to pretend in front of his girlfriend. Bald and short eyes. This wave of operations is like flying flies on a tiger's head. Suicide. The hero knocked it up with a wooden stick. A golden light explodes. The bald head was instantly pierced in front of him and disappeared in ashes. Only the girlfriend was left stunned in place. Just when the male lead is complacent and thinks he wants to dominate the world. The system warning beeps again. Weapon durability will bottom out. Fuck. Charge this thing all day. Use it 5 times. I hang it well. You suddenly told me that the balance is insufficient. And can't top up. The male protagonist squatted in the alley and looked at the wooden stick. Plop. How to live after this? System, you are not playing with me. Because of 2 knocks. Durability dropped from 5 to 3. So there are only 3 left. I was going to beat the guy who ignored me. Find revenge on that woman again. She suddenly gritted her teeth and stood up. Anyway, only 3 left. It's not as big as this time. She ran straight to the Valley of Kings. Find the strongest boss in time and space, the 2-headed dragon Horus. Stupid emperor. Struggling in invincible despair. Just when the big boss Heights was halfway through speaking. Swipe. Only a golden light flashed. Horus lost his head in an instant. Just when he looked at the brother next door fiercely. Where the fuck is this? I only listened to the hero and the man talking to himself. Anyway, only 3 left. Then just grab the big boss of the game. Horus looked at the male lead in front of him with a question mark on his face. Just when the hero was about to swing the next stick. The double-headed dragon opened its mouth. Big brother. Etc. I have something to say. The male protagonist accidentally obtained a 99 plus god-level wooden stick equipment. Second ring time and space life's biggest boss. I thought I was about to start the peak journey of life. Never thought of system prompt. The number of times to use the equipment is less than 3. Plop. The hero fell down. System, are you playing with me? Goodbye. Anyway, there are only 3 chances left to use it. It's not as big as this time. So the hero ran to the Valley of Kings. Find Horus the 2-headed dragon. After all, it doesn't matter. When? Horus, who was frightened by the hero, spoke. Big brother. Etc. I have something to say. The hero said. Didn't you just call me king by? You talk like a dick. Do your parents know? Big brother. You misunderstood. That's the line the director gave me. I'm fucking powerless to refute. Less aggressive. Get on the road. The voice of the hero just fell. The system beep sounds again. Remind the hero that the remaining number of uses is 2. Immediately another blow went down. Horus seems to hear something. Haven't reacted yet. Vomit blood. Fell in front of the hero. I didn't expect him to be the greatest treasure in time and space. Today I will receive a lunchbox under the power of the wooden stick. How can he still be messing around in the rivers and lakes when it gets out? The system beep sounds again. The number of remaining uses is reduced to 1. The male protagonist couldn't help sighing. It would be fine if there were no durability issues. The Urus, which is not cool here, here's the durability. Suddenly recovered. Fuck. I should be saved. Just when the male protagonist was about to make up the last knife. Etc. Big brother. Brother can help you solve the problem of durability. As soon as the words came out, the hero paused in surprise. At this time, the system interface displays a pop-up. The strongest dragon Urus wants to be your little brother. Do you accept? Just when the hero was wondering what this is, Ulu suddenly said in a similar sentence. Big brother. Have you heard of the Sword of Ego? Looking at the male protagonist with a fierce face. It seems that Big Brother doesn't know. Urus originally wanted to make a short story. But looking at the wooden stick in the male lead's hand, had to succumb to his majesty to make a long story short. Simply put, it's the way I discard my body and use my soul. Inject your weapon. In this way, the Big Brother's weapon will evolve into the Sword of Ego and gain unlimited durability. Hear, hear. The male protagonist laughed wretchedly. Urus on the side was as scared as in Shun. Shivering, afraid to move. Mother. I miss you. Look at the situation. His life should have been saved. Looking at the master-servant contract in front of me. The male protagonist clicks to accept immediately. In an instant, a purple magic circle appeared at the hero's feet. Urus transforms into beams of light. Immediately, a gust of bone energy poured into the stick. Geojujiu wooden stick was successfully upgraded. Hierarchical self. Unlimited durability. With the disappearance of the Ulus, other monsters hidden in the Valley of the Dead have appeared. At this time, all monsters are scumbags in the eyes of the hero. He has everything. A devastating force erupts from the Valley of the Dead. And beyond the Valley of the Dead, the male protagonist has been wanted all over the world for killing 850,000 players in seconds. Extremely dangerous person. The bounty is as high as 10 billion gold coins. The world's 5 major guilds have formed an alliance for the first time to declare war on the most evil and famous players in history. Yield to the majesty of the stick. The strongest boss in the Valley of the Dead is willing to become the hero's younger brother. After signing the contract with the male lead, Urus turned into beams of light and poured into the stick. 99 wooden sticks upgraded successfully. Hierarchical self. Unlimited durability. Back to town hero. Looking at the wooden stick with infinite durability in his hand. Unstoppable excitement. Wretched LOL. Just at the moment when the hero laughs, the stick pops out with a head. Big brother. You look in a good mood. The hero was startled. Fuck. What the fuck is this? Big brother. Don't panic. It's me. Double-headed dragon Xiaoxi. I'm already lodged in your stick. Be your stick spirit. Simply put. Only you see me. What? Double-headed dragon. What about your other head? Urus glanced aside. Yes. Why am I left with a head? At the moment of embarrassment for the two of them, a piece of paper breaks the momentary tranquility. The male protagonist picked up the paper on the ground and looked at it. It was a bounty. Fuck. The bounty is as high as 10 billion gold coins. Take another look at the pretty boy painted on it. It's me the fuck. Before this, the hero didn't know. I have become the world's #1 public enemy. Bounty on arrest. See this high bounty. The hero even wanted to sell himself. The novice gift pack bought by myself. Only 50,000 gold coins. At this time, what the hero does not know is that his bounty has been issued to the world. 12 kingdoms on 3 continents. To arrest the hero. The world's 5 major guilds. Allied for the first time ever. The representatives of the 5 guilds are Holy Guild President Saint Ellen. Xiao Hao, the president of the Crosshairs Guild. the strongest magician in the royal family. Abracadabra, president of the Holy Land Guild. Liv Ping Party Guild President Red. There is also the city of Ardennes. Ingyen, president of the Monarch Justice Guild. This time, the members of the 5 major guilds gathered together, just to catch a novice player. This battle is unprecedentedly exaggerated. Immediately, the guild representative announced, the United World Association would like to unprecedented extremely evil celebrity player declare war. The hero who is out of the situation, walking leisurely on the road eating chicken legs, thinking about how to enjoy next life in the magic world. Suddenly, I was hit by an arrow in the back without knowing why. Spit blood. Plop down. At the moment when the hero fell to the ground, a large wave of people rushed towards him in an instant. Original. Come to the person who puts a cold arrow in the back. Ingyen is the president of the 5 major guilds. Since I got the 99 strengthened wooden stick, the male protagonist is simply possessed by a koi carp. Open all the way. Not only killed 850,000 players with one stick, become the most vicious and famous player in history. Also easily received boss level big boss and beast as younger brother. People are afraid of being famous, pigs are afraid of appearance. The male lead is wanted all over the world. The bounty is as high as 10 billion gold coins. The male protagonist was still eating chicken legs leisurely a second ago. In the next second, he fell to the ground with an arrow, looking at the high bounty offered by the wanted orders all over the world. Who the fuck saw this and didn't want to kill him? Anyway, the hero is so powerful. It's not something everyone says they can do. The person who suddenly put a cold arrow behind his back. It is Ingyen, commander-in-chief of the 5 major union guilds. Immediately afterwards, a large wave of people rushed towards him. I want to take this opportunity to tie him to jail. The hero gets up with his gun. Instantly angry microcosm erupts, muttering, none of you want to leave today. And hold the stick firmly. Swipe hard. Then the golden light flashed. Everywhere you look, there's no survivors. This blow of rage makes the whole earth tremble. The whole city is surrounded by flat land. Only corpses left. Hawkeye instantly froze in place. And the male protagonist walked leisurely with a wooden stick. Hawkeye recovered from the shock. Immediately take out the life-saving equipment to summon the ball. Immediately pinch the ball with the right hand. A cloud-piercing arrow. Thousands of troops and horses come to meet each other. In an instant, blue magic circles appeared around him, spread all over the land. At his call, 3 million members of the United Association all over the world arrived instantly. With one order. Army attack. Look at this battle. The hero sighed helplessly. Another group of Zaza dances. Although a line of 3 million people. But also fearless. Hold the stick firmly and wave it. A shock wave instantly took away a piece of. One more handshake and one more. Countless people instantly blasted into the arena. 3 million people have no one who can fight. This wave of operations instantly overturned Aura's cognition. Looking at the scene in front of me. Even if he leads the Eurus army in the Valley of Kings, can only choose to escape. These are sprinkles for the male protagonist. One stick thing. A huge blue magic circle pops up above the male protagonist's head. It turned out to be the strongest magic circle carefully laid by the strongest magician. Ready to cast ancient magic. Collapse. To destroy the hero. Accompanied by a blue shockwave crashing down. The hero doesn't blink. He clearly knows that these things can't help him. Only sighed silently. Fuck. The name of this skill is so handsome. I really want to have. So he slowly put the stick on his back. A skill name blurted out. Swing up. Click. The ancient magic circle shattered directly on the spot. The magician has not had time to set up a magic circle. The hero raised his hand and took another stick. Wave down. Bang. A shockwave directly took away the entire magician group. The battle of 1 against 3 million people is over. The united army of the 5 major guilds in the world is completely wiped out. On the field, the male protagonist deliberately withdrew his strength, keeping Hawkeye for revenge. Follow him down. This shockwave made Hawkeye die hard. Day. At this moment, there are footsteps in the distance. Long time no see. Broke the hero's mind. That woman is here. Maybe I'm not human. But screenwriter, you are a real dog. The hero calls out from his heart. This plot is too bloody. Screenwriter, you come out. I want to talk to you. That woman is here again. Such an unexpected second encounter. Are you going to make me jump into the pit again? Since the male protagonist got the JoJo magic stick. Kill 850,000 players with one stick. Become the most vicious and famous player in history. Listed as the world's #1 public enemy. The 5 major guilds led 3 million members to declare war on the hero. After all, the stick is in hand. World I have. Under the heaven-defying blessing of wooden sticks. The hero only relies on one person and one stick. A noodle for 3 million people. After having the above good experience, the hero's self-confidence is almost inflated. Swear inwardly. Must find that shameless woman. Never imagined this opportunity. So soon. Facing the 3 million salted fish lying here and there. The hero is preparing to enjoy the highlight moment of victory. Never thought. There was a sound of footsteps in the distance. Just wanting to see what kind of fish slipped through the net. Long time no see. Bad people. Broke the hero's mind. It's that woman. The woman who thinks day and night. Memories of the past. The male master holds a wooden stick in his hand. Angry and laughing. This bloody encounter. Very embarrassing. Only the dog writer can think of it. Although I wish I could smash the woman's head right away. But still very restrained in action. Just innuendo greeting each other. But what kind of pot does a woman not open and lift? Just say kill her. Just to collect 1,000 heads. Let the completion of the job change hide the career of the goddess of life. The male protagonist can no longer restrain his inner anger. The dignity of a man is not allowed to be trampled on. Goddess of life. I think you are the goddess of death. As the saying goes, anger starts from the heart. Evil to gallbladder whip sound. Fuck you. The hero first waved a stick tentatively. Woman jumps away. Looking at the male lead hypocritically. You want to kill me before this is over. The male lead didn't talk nonsense and just hit another stick. The power is equally astonishing. A deep crater formed in the ground after the explosion. Very scary. Billowing smoke. With his current strength, women should be wiped out. What a pity my life. The woman actually appeared behind the hero. I still have a lot of things to tell you. The hero is unbelievable. Clearly own attack. It's an easy kill for everyone else. This can't. He does not believe in evil. An angry turn. He gritted his teeth and hit the woman again with a stick. This time he may be positive. If you don't die, you have to waste. The natural blow. Luckily, Horus big brother. It's finally time to kill that loach. The woman survived unscathed. Appear in smoke. Although you become very strong. But this level can't kill me. Stronger than Horus. See this woman. It's like seeing a ghost. The alarm hero is trembling. Eye-to-eye room with woman. Accidentally discovered that the woman could see him. This human is so weird. He is stick spirit. Except Big Brother. Other humans can't see him. The male protagonist questioned the woman with a dissatisfied face. Why are you attacked by me? Yet remain unscathed. Goddess of life. Shan Yu's attack may kill mortals instantly. But it doesn't work for God. Shan Yu couldn't help but sneer. Goddess of killing 1,000 people in a row. I think the goddess of death is more suitable for you. For such a pretender. He directly chose stick education. In the blink of an eye, rushing to the bad goddess. Crazy batting in hand. Powerful even the whole world. All trembling brightly. The goddess stood still. The expression on his face didn't change at all. Horus didn't expect. This goddess would be so scary. Every attack that shakes the earth. Hit hard on the body. Without any harm. What's even weirder is. The goddess seems to have noticed. The existence of Horus. She looked at Shan Yu who was working hard. Smile and tell him. It's useless. Two golden wings spread out behind her. His figure also floated into the air. With a gorgeous and unbeatable attitude. Easily fell in front of Shan Yu. What should I do now? My poor rookie. Do you think of me every day? Want to kill me hard? She approached Shan Yu. Said in a relaxed tone. No matter how strong you become, you will always be trash in front of me. It is impossible to turn over in a lifetime. Shan Yu looked at the bad goddess in front of her. Unexpectedly calmed down. She stopped attacking. Slowly close your eyes. Took a deep breath. Turn around and walk back. Oops. Where are you going? Are you going to give up? Shan Yu moves her body. Tell the other person that you are ready to do your best. The goddess smiled and said it was useless. But Shan Yu's target is not her, but the ground beneath your feet. The expression on the face of the goddess. Finally there is a wave. She didn't expect Shan Yu to have such a crazy idea. Are you serious? Shan Yu turned around and replied. Since I can't kill you, that just destroy the world. Just wait until you go to space and stop thinking. Mere mortals also want to destroy the world. Goddess doesn't believe it at all. Until Shan Yu said. Whether it is killing the final boss, or wipe out millions of troops. She never gave it her all. And now she wants to try. The goddess of life was finally frightened. She threatened with a dark face. Even if the planet is destroyed, you will die too. Aren't you afraid? Listening to the stupid and timid speech of the goddess, Shan Yu sneered in a low voice. Memories of being deceived, ridiculed and insulted. Is a high goddess. An experience I have never had in my life. She never understood. A simple truth. As long as you are willing to shine. Dare to pull the emperor off his horse. The barefoot Shan Yu is never afraid of the goddess who wears shoes. She raised the stick high. Incarnate as a devil and smashed the earth with one blow. Goddess wants to stop but it's too late. Players all over the world want to greet the hero and beauty. I saw her holding up the stick. Use all your strength to hit the ground under your feet. 6 rays of golden light centered on her. Quickly surround the whole earth. Then the earth exploded. Game black. The players are also confused. It turns out that Shan Yu's attack power exceeded the server's computing limit. The game world composed of zeros and ones completely collapsed. Shan Yu is the only one left. Standing in an empty room. She scratched her head. Don't know what's going on. A man in flip-flops called out to her. Shan Yu was taken aback by her. This man has no eyes. The eyeless man tells Shan Yu. Just destroyed planet ST-389. It is the most beautiful one in the 4th universe. It is also her mother's favorite work. So she wondered why the good guy turned back. Shan Yu warily asked about the identity of the eyeless man. She seems to have heard some joke. He also opened his mouth and laughed wildly and said, I am God. Shan Yu laughed out loud. She heard bad women say that too. So I asked the yellow-haired god. Have you ever seen a bad woman with black hair? The yellow-haired god shook his head. I am the only online player left. How is this going? Huang Mao told her it was normal. Because the other players were killed. Only us here. After all, there are no living things. Ability to survive planet-destroying attacks. Haven't finished explaining. Shan Yu's expression. It collapsed at a speed visible to the naked eye. She finally got her revenge. Beat up the bad girl who pretends to be bad. Although the game was crashed by myself. But Shan Yu thinks this game is too fucking fun. Excited, she wanted to share the joy with Urus. But I found that no matter how I summoned, there is no response to the wooden stick in my hand. God just quietly watched Shan Yu from the sidelines. Only then did I emphasize it again. We're the only ones left here. Of course that kid is not here. Only then did Shan Yu start to wonder about the identity of God. The system panel shows that she is the only player online. Is that God an NPC in the game? Or official staff? Huang Mao shook his head and said that he was neither. Just wanted to spoil a little bit into the content. Her body is malfunctioning. Whistling current sound. Seems aware of the danger. The yellow-haired god sighed helplessly. Scratched his head. Waving goodbye to Shanyu. Before leaving, Shanyu asked Shanyu to help. Say hello to the bearded man instead of her. After speaking, it disappeared completely in a ray of light. Shanyu also retreated from the game with a black eye. She took off her helmet, and Siba blurted out. This twisted riddle. Next time we meet, we must make her a meal. But soon Shanyu found that the atmosphere in the internet cafe was a bit strange. All players disappear. Only two men in suits. Surrounded by a beard. The bearded eggplant stands up and walks slowly. Linley Shanyu is 21 years old this year. Started playing Time and Space Life 3 months ago. The weapon used is 99 reinforced wooden stick. Shanyu was shivering under the aura of the bearded man. Quickly ask who it is. Bearded man taking off sunglasses. Showing a fierce and naive face. I'm the man who will take your stick. Richest man in the world. I begged the hero to help. Just because Shanyu uses an almost impossible probability. Strengthened 99 sticks. It even crashed the server with one blow. The game company suspects that Shanyu used cheating methods. The founder, Lao Chui, brought a lot of men in black to negotiate. Hearing this, Shanyu stood up excitedly. I want to say I didn't hang up. Pure luck. But old Chui on the other side of the table has already answered for him. I know you strengthened it. But the equipment above the overtime is strengthened again. The success rate is less than 3%. And the further back the lower. Do the math yourself. Hearing this, Shanyu broke out in a cold sweat. She doesn't know. After all, the stick is the mother of the god of luck. I accidentally cut it in half. Old Chui sighed. Indicates that the company wants to recycle wooden sticks. Seeing that Shanyu is so nervous that he wants to blow up Mausher, he will go crazy. Set himself as the founder of a game company. Some different views. According to the survey results of Lao Chui, Shanyu did not use any cheats to get the stick. That means God is helping her. And such a chosen person appears in the game. Chui finds it very interesting. No matter Shanyu used the wooden stick to kill the final buff in seconds. Or kill 3 million top players. Even destroy the entire planet. These are Shanyu's own choices. It is also the freedom that the game gives the player. Lao Chui held up a bowl of radish soup. I poured some soup into my own bowl. Then handed it to Shanyu. Carrot soup is to add 99 wooden sticks. How Shanyu handles sticks. It's up to her. Turn the screen. Oris asked while eating chicken legs. I am bored. Brother, what are we doing now? Shanyu is staring at the wooden stick, recalling the fulcrum of old Chui. There was a sudden noise in the distance. It turned out that a group of players caught fire. 3 fighters form a team with the fighter girl Chi Chi YY. In the battle just now. Team up with 4 to fight against the Minotaur. The mage girl rubbed the fireball and hit the target. Victory is in sight. The soldiers showed an excited expression. Next second. Fighter boxing girl erupts with golden fighting spirit all over her body. He jumped up with a bang. Getting poked directly by the Minotaur's big foot. Soar to the sky. Not down the cute mage girl. The group of 4 was crushed to death by the Minotaur. After the anti-extinction, the soldier spit thick phlegm on the fist girl. How chubby and chubby she is compared to friendly gestures. Then lead the remaining 2 team members to turn around and leave. The boxing girl who was kicked out of the team stood in the distance. Shanyu sees the lonely figure. Lao Chui once asked her. Stop destroying the world. No one enjoys the adventure with heart. She's getting ready to drop camp. When a small flying stick smashed all 3 old birds to death. The fist girl yelled to attract Shanyu's attention. She is the same as before. Keep shouting garbage games in place. Even that teary expression is so similar. Boxing girl swears. I will become stronger in the future. Adventure alone. But within 2 steps, he was surrounded by a group of angry Minotaur. The whole body of the boxing girl was frightened and her face changed. In the roar of monster horror. Close your eyes. Thought I was going to die here. The male protagonist spins and jumps. A trembling body in underpants. Flying incomparably in front of the woman. Swing up. Blast out of the sky. After a bang. The entire monster group was wiped out by her. The woman slowly opened her eyes after hearing the voice. The monster has disappeared. How Tianchi, who remains in the clear sky. The male lead took a deep look at the woman. A word of empathy blurted out, responding to what the woman said just now. It should be fun. Excuse me. Would you like to team up with me to hunt? A new chapter of the story is about to begin. Will the woman agree to the request of the hero? Show your answer in the comment area. The hero smashed the entire monster group with one stick. I thought it was a hero saving the beauty. You actually said she was a rookie. Still complaining that the wooden stick is a garbage first level equipment. This made the 850,000 players who were killed by one stick. How embarrassing. This made the 5 major union guilds who were battered. 3 million members. Goddess of life. How to deal with oneself. Not to mention kicking the king's bone. The most violent Horus. And spacetime life system. Already fainted from crying in the toilet. Just when the girl was surrounded by monsters. In the face of life and death. The male protagonist has a smooth operation. Holding a 9-9 reinforced wooden stick. Fell from the sky. Stand in front of the girl. Immediately, an upward swing skill is used smoothly. A gang of fire soaring into the sky. The blinding shock wave bombarded the monster group. Exploding the power of the sky. Instantly wiped out the whole group of monsters. I don't know why the melon-eating girl. Hear the voice and slowly open your eyes. I didn't die. The monster is dead or not. I have no idea. But the weather in front of me is really good. Under the clear sky. And the fragrance of grass. At this moment. Male lead. Excuse me. Would you like to team up with me to hunt? Break the girl who is immersed in her own small world. Looking at the man in front of him with a confident expression. The girl becomes human instantly. Full nose. An international act of goodwill. Plus a hello. I don't team up with rookies. Where are you cool and where to stay? Then turn around and leave. Broken mouth. Ah bah. Watching the girl's coquettish operation. The male protagonist is aggressive on the scene. Ah. This. Then comfort yourself. Is everything difficult at the beginning? Real world at the same time. Gamers keep up with hotspots. They are all criticizing in the forum. Heated discussions to kill 800,000 players in seconds. People who broke into the 3 million members of the 5 major unions. What kind of existence? The answers were also varied. Some people think it's cheating. Some people think it's a game bug. What's more, request to delete the character. Permanently ban account. To this. Life in Time and Space official announcement response. The player is not using cheats. And strictly abide by the game system on a daily basis. Therefore. Finally, after the official response. Dust settled. Although the discussion in the real world subsides. But the buzz in the gaming world has only just begun. Everyone is talking about time and space life server paralysis problem. At the same time, they all pointed their finger at the wanted male lead. Because the male lead committed the crime with a cloak on his head. So no one saw his true face. And at this moment, the male protagonist who does not hear the situation outside the window. I am content with stealing translation. Hug your head and hum a ditty. Pity and Pidian followed behind the girl. Big pair. Where are you going? I'll just follow there. That's all. After a while, the girl finally can't stand it. Turning around and yelling at the male lead. Are you sick? What have you been following me? A male protagonist who looks like a dead pig is not afraid of boiling water. Leisurely said. We agreed to form a team to hunt too. Speechless girl. It's another output to the male lead. Even a rookie like you deserves it. Stop wishful thinking. Then point to the male lead's tattered outfit. Close-fitting pants. Plus a cloak. The weapon is still the initial equipment of the first level, the wooden stick. This outfit. It really reminds people of being a rookie. Helplessly annoyed the male lead. Get out. Then turn around and walk away quickly. The male lead has an unbelievable face. Shoved in place awkwardly. Didn't I just save him? And helped him kill a gang of monsters. This is a rookie. After a friendly reminder from Oris. The male protagonist only knew that when he saved the girl. Girl with eyes closed. Then put on the head. Since the girl doesn't know his strength. Then he hides his strength. Pretending to be a rookie. Please stay. Think here. He showed a wretched smile. He is the man of action. Then start dogleg mode. Quickly chasing the girl. Shouting at the girl like a dog. Grown-ups. Wait for me. Grown-ups. Please wait for me. I'm new to the game. Don't know how to play. Master. Please wait for me. Girl, hear this. Happy moment. A master. Break the girl's psychological defense. Deeply captured the girl's heart. Can kill 850,000 players with one stick. There are 3 million members in the 5 major joint guilds of Cudgel Blade. The hero who exploded the entire planet and caused the system to collapse. Call him a rookie. That's what this girl can do. As the saying goes, everything is difficult at the beginning. Although I was ruthlessly rejected by my sister once. But the hero still perseveres. Follow all the way. While successfully attracting the attention of the girl. Not delusional. In the end, he succeeded in praising Dafa with a doggy trick. A master. Let the girl break the defense in an instant. Recalling the disdain of her former teammates. All the shame lies with the hero. Master is calling. Vanished. Girl immersed in calling. Gradually lost myself. After all, he invited the male protagonist to form a hunting team. This shameless operation. Let Oris hate it. Ah. That's the strategy. Look at this team invitation. It turns out that the girl is a level 24 fighter. After accepting the girl's invitation, the two came to the ruins near the front village road. Started the team hunting upgrade. Although it is team hunting and monster hunting. But in fact only the girl is dealing with it seriously. The male protagonist acts as a melon-eating crowd throughout the whole process. After all, acting requires a full set. I'm a rookie, so I have to guess. This time I brushed a level 4 bunny bear. Girl who is a fighter. Relying on a set of melee combat style of play to gain experience. With 5 fingers clenched, a straight fist hits the monster's abdomen. Accompanied by a cry of pain. The rabbit-headed bear who was hit spits blood. Immediately afterwards, I finally couldn't support my body and fell to the ground. The surrounding monsters see their teammates being beaten. Start roaring and attack violently. Facing the siege of the bunny bear. Girl, take a deep breath. Spin and jump into midair. At the moment when the monster was amazed. Falling dragon's feet falling from the sky with one move. Destroy the monster directly. The mighty Dalian and the ground were blasted into a deep pit. Although the monsters are somewhat shocked. But still keep yelling at the girl. And ready to attack. Girl who easily abuses monsters. Confidently continue to brush monsters. Let the horse come. Scumbags. At this moment, the hero is hiding in a safe corner. Enjoy the rotten idle fish life. It is very comfortable to watch the girl brush monsters. Discuss leisurely with Oris. The girl is still pretty strong. Even low-level monsters. But too much is not good. Oris says. Brother, don't worry. Everyone's equipment is good. The paper tiger in the girl's hand alone is worth 10 million gold coins. Add up other top equipment on your body. An estimated 1 billion gold coins. Just when the hero was wondering where the girl's equipment came from. Oris says. Obviously, the girl is a rich woman. Recharge. At this moment, the hero began to doubt life. Is this my misunderstanding for newbies? The sentence echoing in my mind, we are different. It turned out to be true. Just when the hero is pushing. Girl suddenly appeared. One sentence. Bitter tea seeds. Startled the hero. You rookie, don't let me sit and watch the show. Not counting a few sticks to deal with it, can't it? The male protagonist looked at the reinforced wooden stick in his hand with a look of horror. Do you really want to smash it a few times? Looking at the appearance of the hero who can't help him. The girl began to teach the male lead Ababa. Could it be that you want to be a rookie all your life? Only fight with your own hands. So, It's true that you can't play with a rookie. Completely impossible. But no ambition to become stronger. At this moment, a monster attacked the girl's back. The male protagonist holds a wooden stick in his hand. A slight knock. Monster's gone. The girl looked back with a question mark on her face. Ah. It's empty and there's nothing there. Wind? Where does the wind come from? There is no wind in the underground city. Just when the hero was so nervous that he exploded. Thought it was over. When the human setting is about to collapse so soon. The girl suddenly received a message. Then said to quit the game for a while. Come back to the game in about 30 minutes. Let the male protagonist practice fighting monsters by himself first. Just when the hero and Oris are curious. What kind of person is the girl in reality? Back to reality girl. Get busy after taking off the virtual gaming experience glasses. It turns out that she is the popular singer-songwriter Hanaiching. Loyal fan of Time and Space Life game. Quit the game because her concert is about to start. In order to pretend to be a qualified rookie. The male protagonist is practicing to control the power after hitting the monster. Still have breath. But dreams are beautiful. But the reality is skinny. The male lead goes down with a stick. Still the same as usual. A terrifying explosion sounded. The shockwave blasted out of the earth again and spread to the depths of the universe. And the yellow-haired man who claimed to be a god before. At this moment, I am actually watching the interesting scene of the hero in the universe. And behind him. And a planet in flames. In order to pretend to be a qualified rookie. The male protagonist does not hesitate to be kicked by the girl. This is the one I know. Can kill 850,000 players with one stick. 3 million members of the 5 major united guilds of Rolling Blade. Subdue the beast to be a younger brother. Blow up the whole planet. Is it the guy who caused the system to crash? Hero in game. I'm practicing how to pretend to be a qualified rookie at the moment. After controlling the power of the wooden stick and hitting the monster. One breath left. In the real world. Hanaiching after the concert and media interviews. Immediately returned to the game world. As soon as she got online, she started to protest against the male lead. Not only a kick to the hero's ass. Still yelling. I saw the boss coming. Don't say hello yet. This unexpected kick. Kick the hero directly. Looking back at Hanaiching in shock. What the hell? What boss? When did I have? The hero has not finished speaking. It was interrupted by Hanaiching unhappily. From now on. Look at her with the expression that you disagree with the world. Immediately after that, he punched and kicked the male lead. Still swearing. Don't want to be taken by me. Not convinced. Dissatisfied. Hit you. Looking at the man in such a state of embarrassment. Oris is speechless. Big brother. This kind of unreasonable person can be killed in seconds with a stick. What are you doing pretending to be a grandson? The hero responded weakly and in a low voice. You don't care. I'm going to hide my strength and pretend to be a rookie. Immediately after that, she completely entered the role of the younger brother like a possessed body. Follow Hanaiching and shout the slogan Love Boss. Oris is thin and messy in the wind. Very speechless. Brother, this dog is really good at licking. So fucking shameless. After a period of precipitation. They once again ventured into the original rabbit bear cave. During the chat, Hanaiching asked how the hero has been practicing recently. The male protagonist replied with a deep and helpless face. Cultivation is simply going through all kinds of difficulties. Live like a year. Oris scoffed at this. Totally useless leisure. Just to practice one-stick attack. How to keep the monster alive. Hanaiching cheerfully said after hearing the hero's answer. Then look forward to your rookie performance. Follow orders. Love boss. The male lead really brought out the dog-licking spirit to the fullest. Although we have been together for a while. But Hanaiching still doesn't know what the hero's username is. So I asked the master. When ready to tell. Was interrupted mercilessly again. Hanaiching looked at the hero's sour face. Come to think of it, it's still called a stubble. It doesn't matter whether the male protagonist agrees or not. The plane identified. They were chatting in the cave. Didn't know he was being watched. It was Jin Meng, a cadre of the Heinai Mountain Guild, who was following them. He called all the members over, waiting for the moment to get ready. At this moment, a level 22 wild rabbit-headed bear suddenly appeared on the male lead's side. In order to test the male lead's practice results, Han I-chin decided to let the hero deal with it alone. Go with a cry, bitter stubble. The male protagonist with a strong body immediately rushed up. An operation that falters after roaring loudly. Let the rabbit-headed bear give the whole circle. The male lead wobbled and walked in front of the rabbit-headed bear. Staggered up the stick. Looking at the male protagonist rabbit bear with a face full of question marks. What's the matter with this idiot? This is fucking teasing me. I saw the male protagonist carefully put the wooden stick close to the head of the rabbit-head bear. The stick just touched a hair on the bunny bear. Click. The monster is suddenly dizzy. Roll your eyes. I haven't reacted yet. What's going on? He vomited blood and fell to the ground in a panic. The blood bar instantly fell to the bottom. Only one cell left to barely sustain life. Look at the rabbit-headed bear who is still breathing. The hero looked shocked. Excitedly cheering for the success of the practice. Han I-chin saw that the male protagonist was able to kill the rabbit-headed bear with one move. Also very excited. Kochatsi, you have become stronger. Boris, who was on the sidelines, looked at the two idiots very speechlessly. Although people are not human. But brother, you are a real dog. The half-dead rabbit-headed bear beside him thought tragically. His mother. Give it a good time. At this moment. Suddenly countless flying blades hit the male protagonist's back. Han I-chin sensed something was wrong. Quickly grabbing the male lead's face. The perfect figure flashes to the side. Instantly dodge the attack. The equipment is always cool. Always equipped and always cool. Yes. The male protagonist can finally get rid of the setting of destroying the world with one stick. Through the unremitting efforts of the hero. Finally practiced the damage value of a stick that only hits the disabled but not kills. Just now. The male protagonist finally succeeded in beating a rabbit-headed bear into residual blood. While the hero and Han I-chin were celebrating happily. Countless flying blades suddenly struck from behind the hero. Fortunately, Han I-chin has quick eyes and quick hands. Responding quickly, he grabbed the male protagonist's face. Perfect sideways. Escaped the attack. At this moment, a white-haired uncle appeared not far away. Han I-chin, with a calm face, asked who the other party was. Completely ignore the hero who was still pinched by fate by her throat. I can't breathe. It turned out that the person who came was Jin Mao, a cadre of the Haina Mountain Association. Han I-chin was shocked. It turned out to be the one who has been pestering her. The guild that wants to steal her equipment. Jin Mao is no nonsense. Directly issue orders for subordinates to attack. Although there are many opponents. But Han I-chin is not lazy. Not only put on a fighting posture. And let the hero quickly hide behind her. Voice just fell. I saw people from the guild attacking her with weapons. As a young expert in close combat, she. Gather your strength and hit the opponent's goal with one kick. The right foot landed on the opponent's face. Instantly let the opponent enjoy a free and fast tooth extraction experience. Just when the opponent is about to fall. She took advantage of her strength to jump straight half a step. Immediately afterwards, a kick that fell from the sky appeared. Dragon feet. Frightening power manifests instantly. Those who besieged her were blown away. There are cracks in the ground. Just when Han I-chin was playing fiercely. The male lead started to enjoy his idle life again. Relax and discuss with Oris. Tutsao opponent Jinsai. So many people can't beat Han I-chin. And Jean and the woman next to her are also bad. Jean knew that those younger brothers couldn't beat Han I-chin's. That's just to let her guard down. Lower her defenses. This is not. When the time comes. The woman next to Jean searched. Appeared behind Han I-chin. The vigilant Han I-chin turned her head instantly. Staring at approaching woman with empty hands. Could it be that the opponent is also a close combat fighter? But obviously. No. As the woman said predation. A blinding golden light flashes. Woman activates skills. Han I-chin, who was almost blinded by the light. Looking at his hands in shock. His mother. The weapon paper tiger in his hand disappeared. Then I heard the woman mocking. Honey. Are you a rich woman? A paper tiger worth 10.7 million gold coins appears in the hands of a woman. The male protagonist, who has never seen the world, expressed his wow. Boris, who was a little surprised, immediately recognized the rogue sequence. Plunder. But he was surprised. This technology is not so powerful. It's none of my business. Hang high. Watching this plundering scene, the hero expressed gloatingly. Nothing to do with him. He has nothing of value. So is the fact. All that's left is a tattered cape and tights. Even novices can't look down on these things. No more fear. Oris on the side pointed blankly at himself. The male protagonist also turned his head to look at the 99 wooden sticks beside him. Fuck. I have top gear. The hero swallowed hard. Instantly became restless. Stand up with a swipe. Holding on to the stick means running out desperately. The male protagonist's movements instantly attracted the attention of Jean and a certain woman. Kim sees the poor look of the hero. No interest. Just let him go, little miscellaneous fish. However, a perverted woman looks at the back of the male protagonist running. Can't help getting excited. It's meaningless to just grab a rich woman. Plunder those who have nothing. That's the most interesting. Then he threw the valuable paper tiger to Empress Jean. A flash. Come before the hero. This properly startled the hero. The male protagonist looked at the woman in front of him in shock. An inexplicable sense of foreboding. Facing the woman in front of him who wants to rob him of his treasure. He decided not to pretend to be a rookie anymore. Must be resolved quickly. Then hold the stick in your hand. Move towards the woman in front of you. Surprisingly, nothing like usual. After a billow of smoke, the male lead is empty in his hand. The stick disappeared. Just hear a voice slowly ringing. This stick is mine now. Really, people sitting next to. Or from heaven. The male protagonist originally wanted to sit aside quietly. As salted fish. But I never thought that the artifact wooden stick was actually hidden. This time it's a shot. Dafa. After a billow of smoke, the hero's hands are empty. Fuck. It's not as good as it came. Then this stick. It's mine now. Man, see this. Heart flustered, cold sweat drenched on the spot. Before he recovered. The woman is ready to take his cloak again. It's a bad day. Moral bankruptcy. Even the sword will not let go of the cloak. It's fucking human. Just when the woman was about to take the next step. But suddenly stopped the dragon in place. He holding a stick. Suddenly oppressed by an inexplicable shadow. Yes. It is the great treasure of the Valley of the Dead. The protagonist's younger brother Oris. At this moment, Oris is appearing in front of the woman in real body. This huge figure. It is undoubtedly a terrifying existence for women. Just one look can shock a woman. Not to mention the victim's mouth. Presumptuous human. You deserve me. This powerful aura. This damn attitude. Make the woman fall to the ground directly. The wooden stick in my hand also fell. Roll to the hero's feet. The hero picks up the stick. System pop-up prompt. Oris refuses to surrender. Ownership of arms should be regained. The wooden stick has just been returned to the male lead. Sink into the Oris. With a silly attitude. Sundara emerges from the stick. The angry Abba Abba kept complaining. You deserve me. Really ignorant. Except Big Brother. No one has the right to own me. The male protagonist looked at all this with a gloomy face. Suddenly touched Oris' head. Feel comfort from Big Brother. Oris was surprised and delighted. This happiness came too suddenly. And women are terrified. Lying on the ground trembling. That scene is so real. It can't be a hallucination. Watching the dramatic scene in the distance. The white-haired uncle in the distance. Can't help yelling at the woman. What are you doing? Did you forget your mission? Roar behind your back. Women wake up too. Get up. And said that he is a professional mercenary who takes money to do things. It's too late. Hanaichin sees the timing. Quickly and ruthlessly sacrifice a leg of chicken. Swept out. Wanna kick a woman. It's a pity that the woman bowed her head and avoided it. This simply blows Hanaichin up. Smelly thief. Quickly return my weapon. They say there is no shame. Woman after dodging attack. And mocked Hanaichin very contemptuously. Scare me. Your sneak attack is so sharp. Then call out like an idiot. You got it wrong. I don't have your weapon anymore. Looking back, the white-haired uncle sneered mercilessly while holding a straight tiger. I really don't know. A blood vessel burst. Furious, he threatened. Want to kill them all. It's a pity he didn't finish his sentence. Suddenly feel powerless. Turning the frame with both eyes and falling to the ground. It turned out that the male protagonist used a wooden stick. Used the hold your breath cheat on him. Yes. Yes. His purpose in doing this is in order to continue to conceal the rookie setting in front of Hanaichin. Watching the hero's slapstick operation. Woman is very puzzled. What are you doing? Aren't you in the same group? The hero is not hiding anymore. Direct showdown. Am I pretending to be a rookie because I want to hide my strength? But now I just want to fuck you. At the moment when the woman sneered and complained about the male lead. Suddenly there was a huge booming explosion beside him. The howling wind ruffled his hair. After a puff of smoke. There are countless suspects lying here and there in the cave. There are still some hanging at the bottom of the cave. The woman watched the scene in disbelief. Turn around in a daze. Questioning the male lead with a puzzled face. Is this your handwriting? I never thought that the male lead would be a blow to the head when he came. Very rude, Echo Priest. That's what I did. The woman fell to the ground sadly. The blood has bottomed out. At this moment, the hero sighed. Originally, I felt that I was under a lot of psychological pressure recently. But because of your slut. My little heart almost burst. The more I think about it, the more I feel that women are unforgivable. So anger arose from my heart. A jerk. Die. An angry stick strikes out. The power of the explosion resounded throughout the sky. Hanaichin wakes up again. Found myself lying on the ground. The battle is over. They went back outside the cave. She doesn't know why. Get up suddenly. One sentence you woke up. Instantly startled her. She looked back at Kuchatsi. At this moment, she is leisurely eating chicken legs with her back against a big tree. I wanted to be quiet and rotten as a salted fish. But I never thought that the artifact, the wooden stick, would be stolen. Just when the hero is at his wit's end. Boris, who is in charge, sacrifices his real body. Make each other tremble with fright. Fang Shijiujiu strengthened the wooden stick and returned it to the original owner. But even if the stick is lost and found, it can't fill up the billions of damages that the male protagonist has suffered in his heart. Angry male protagonist. Pick up the stick and knock the predators down. It's a tiger with flies on its head. Suicide. Hanaichin wakes up again. I realized that the location was not right. With a puzzled look on his face, he asked the male lead where this place is. Where did that group of people go? The male protagonist is enjoying the chicken legs. One answer is the plane near the copy. People are gone. Are you kidding me? Gone back. Hanaichin has an unbelievable expression on her face. Then he said, very puzzled. Why did I suddenly faint in the cave? Be a guilty hero. Choose to remain silent. Enjoy eating chicken legs. Then he threw the valuable paper tiger to Hanaichin. Looking at the paper tiger back in the hand, Hanaichin was puzzled again. At the same time, the male protagonist reached out to her side together. Inquire about some information about Haina Mountain Association. Under the sun. Hanaichin's cheeks flushed slightly. Thought love came suddenly. Who knows that the style of painting suddenly touches? Hanaichin grabbed the hero's face. Pretend in front of me. Are you tired of life? Asked the hero while carrying a paper tiger. Have you ever heard of playing Tianshu? Just when the silly male protagonist was wondering. Horus, which can be called a game encyclopedia, is here again. Popular science and play Bible. Immediately, Abababa said. At the same time, Hanaichin also briefly described the characteristics of playing Tianshu. In short, it is the super local VA product in the game. The hero will know when he hears this. Those people in the Hainition guild are playing with their identities. Then Hanaichin talked about the reason why she was nailed by the guild. It is this paper tiger that was bought by chance at the auction. Since got it, she was nailed. But those uncles are too weak in operation. I was always tired of playing with her before. Think about it this way. She remembered how the paper tiger was in the hands of the hero. Could it be that you snatched it back from them? Face this question. The male protagonist who is afraid of revealing his secrets is terrified. Open your eyes and talk nonsense. No. Maybe they forgot to take it. This answer. Pigs won't believe it. Although Hanaichin is very foxy. But what's stupid is that she said she didn't think too much about it. Anyway, she thinks they will come again. So listen. The hero finds it very strange. Why are they so attached to this paper tiger? Hanaichin said very firmly. This is a paper tiger worth 10 million gold coins, okay? The male protagonist speaks out. That's the problem. Uncles who can recharge billions. How could you fall in love with this paper tiger worth tens of millions? Every abnormality in the world must have a demon. There must be other reasons. The other side. The white-haired uncle who returned to the guild stronghold was knocked to the ground. Not only begging for mercy, willing to beg the other party to give him another chance. And the uncle wearing the golden armor in front of him thinks that he is too procrastinating. Decided to hand over the task to one of the other 4 heavenly kings in the guild to complete. Voice just fell. I heard footsteps behind me. Sarcasm followed. Fourth brother, are things still in order? I've got 3 things done. So useless. Voice just fell. 3 figures appear in front of me. This kind of person should not be listed as the 4 heavenly kings with us. It's just someone who topped up 100 million. A mocking voice sounded. The visitors are the remaining 3 of the 4 heavenly kings of the guild. The boss who recharged 2 billion. 1.7 billion second child. And the third child of 1.4 billion. The second child squatted down and made fun of the white-haired uncle. Tactics are too old-fashioned. To find a mercenary. Immediately the boss took the initiative to asking to win Jihu. And promised to complete the task as long as half a day. Chairman Wang who recharged 12 billion. Laugh out loud at this. Go. Let them see how powerful our guild is. Just when a few people were immersed in fantasy, the hero appears unexpectedly. Pick your nose and laugh out loud. Instantly break this embarrassing tranquility. This speechless scene. Make Wang very speechless. Questioning the male lead with a gloomy face. Who are you? How did you get in? The male lead looked disdainful. You bully me love boss. Your harassment. So I decided to make a quick fix. I don't care what the 4 heavenly kings are. Don't push. Let the horse come. Die. Wang relentlessly sighed. Kill that madman. The 3 heavenly kings ordered. Leaping up with a weapon in hand. It's too late. Just at the moment when you are close to the hero. The hero has an evil smile on his face. Raise your hand up, hit it up, swing it up. Instantly blast 2. Followed by another sweeping blow with undiminished power. On the spot to the boss to a bride crit. Boss eyes white. Spit blood on the spot. The last blow comes out. The power instantly blows the whole house in half. At the same time, a figure appeared not far from the room. As always with a familiar smile. This woman is. The equipment is always cool. Always equipped and always cool. I killed 850,000 players with 1 stick. The mysterious player who overthrew 3 million members of the 5 major guilds. Just you little scumbags. Not enough for my teeth. To be able to be quiet for 1 million. For my idle fish life. No matter what local tyrant VIPs play Tianshu Hainition Guild. Give me all hell. Following the order of the chairman Wang. All members of Haina Mountain Association. Launch an enveloping attack on the male protagonist. However, for the hero who has seen the big scene, it's just scum. Facing these little quacks. The male protagonist is holding a 99 artifact wooden stick. Flip sideways. Hit one of them. In an instant, the familiar power that exploded into the sky reappeared. I haven't done anything big for a long time. The male protagonist's eyes are shining. Excited. Immediately, a series of powerful and harmful attacks swept across the place. There are constant explosions on the field. Waves of salted fish are flying all over the sky. This unbelievable scene surprised Wang. Brother, run away now. Otherwise, if this continues, the group will be wiped out. Sudden voice scared him even more. Wang looked back at Jean, who fell to the ground. He is speechless. After all, the Heine landslide will not only be Jean and his men. Everyone else is also a VIP player who has recharged a lot. The strength of their class funds cannot be underestimated. The 5 major guilds against them Hainischen Guild are all afraid. But the strength of this dickhead in front of me is too strong, right? I can't figure out who the other party is. Saw the guild salted fish of the savage Tang Island. This picture looks familiar. Fuck. More and more right. Can do it. Not only in the legend. The man who offered a reward of 10 billion gold coins. The iconic panties and tattered cape. And that stick. Looking at the male lead with explosive power in front of him. He fell into memory. Reminiscing about my innocence when I was young. Game at that time. No fancy equipment. It's just an ordinary monster killing upgrade. Fascinated him. But as time goes by, growing in age and strength, he summed up a truth. Same as any online game. No effort required. As long as you can pay with the mouse. Can become stronger. You have to pay to win. Pay for victory. Since then, he still plays a lot of games. But the result in exchange for tuition money. It's the same. With no doubt. He chose the game life in time and space. That's what got him excited. He came back to his senses. Looking at the invincible hero on the court. A thought came to Nuoming's mind. Really hit the iron plate. The local tyrant's guild was wiped out. Facing the guild salted fish all over Tang Island. This familiar scene. These tight pants. This tattered cloak. And this stick. The more you think about someone, the more right you are. Suddenly he cried. Fuck. This is not the legend. The one offering a reward of 10 billion gold coins? Because the male protagonist does not hesitate to attack with skills. Under the bright starry sky. Salted fish scattered horizontally and lying flat. Toward a black line. Looking at a messy guild. Bite the bullet. Cold sweat. In ruins. The hero looks at the opposite. Golden girl. Holding the 99 artifact wooden stick very arrogantly said. Trash fish finished. It's just you two. Facing the threat of the hero. Keep silent. At the same time, the hero's footsteps gradually approached. Carrying a wooden stick, walking towards a certain place. And laugh unrelentingly. Ruthless mockery. This is the tragic ending of playing Tianshu. Then the hero asked. Questions that have puzzled him for a long time. You are rich. Why do you want to snatch other users' equipment? See no response. The male lead doesn't bother with these issues either. Stay a breath. With a convenient expression. Then a stick goes directly to someone's head to say hello. Spit a mouthful of old blood on the spot. Falling to the ground trembling with a panic. The Hanan Mountain Guild was wiped out. In order to continue to pretend to be a salted fish and enjoy a difficult life. Before the male lead left, he angrily scolded the chairman Wang. Warned not to bully Love Boss again. Behind him, Wang suddenly gritted his teeth and stood up. Blurred out and asked inner questions. Killed the 5 major guilds. Kill 3 million members. How much did you spend? This powerful force. I'm afraid you spent a lot of money. Facing Wang's questioning. The male protagonist said with a pensive look. Indeed, I have recharged a lot of money. Wang seemed to have heard the answer he wanted. With red eyes, he continued to question the male lead. How much is a lot of money? Could it be tens of billions? Still hundreds of billions. As a result, the male subject is not surprising. Answer with disdain. Novice warrior gift pack worth 55,000. As soon as these words came out, Wang's 3 views were shattered. A certain Wang stood there in a daze with astonishment on his face. The novice gift package is only 290 yuan. He is a recharge of 12 billion. This gap is simply mud horse cheating. After telling the answer, the hero turns and leaves. And Wang once again fell into the contemplation of memories. Then comes the acceptance of reality with a wry smile. From time to time, I discuss with the planner who was lying on the ground. This game is interesting. Voice just fell. I only heard an echoing voice from behind. Of course. Life in time and space is indeed a divine game. The person who came was the woman called the goddess of life. She not only happily greeted Wang. Still walking and talking. Guild strongholds become riddled with clues. Suddenly she turned around and asked Wang. Are all the things I want ready? Wang's answer is indeed. The previously promised assistance is terminated from now on. Woman laughs instead of angry. One sound. Horse exit. A change of style. With a wave of the staff. Click. Wang was split in half by a blow. Plop down. Kim next to him can't be lucky either. The woman directly gave Jean a heartache. After killing Wang and Kim. Woman change. Transformed into the form of the goddess of life. Then start reminiscing. The words left by the hero before he left the Heinai Mountain Guild. Confirmed eyes. Is the chosen player speechless? This wave of operation of the system instantly made the hero doubt his life. After the group destroyed the Heinai Mountain Association, the hero who left the scene to return to the life of a rotten salted fish. On the way home, suddenly received a system prompt. The Heinai Mountain Guild is completely destroyed. Experience points to be settled. Immediately after that, a congratulatory 888 firecracker sounded. The system congratulates the hero for reaching the highest level. The male protagonist who received the notification was aggressive. Didn't come back for a long time. Immediately looked bitter. Self-mumbling. What is this? Who am I? See this unknown Oris. Just curious. Big brother. What's wrong? The hero is very surprised. Oris didn't hear anything. The system just sent an email notification. Said I've reached the highest level. Talking open status bar public properties. It's okay not to look. It looks like shit. Level 999. Assignable ability value 4960. See this scene. One person and one beast were stunned on the spot. Can't speak for a long time. At the same time, the real world is unfolding a answer program about the game of time and space life. And the moderator just asked questions about full grades. And the corresponding answer given by professional players. But very meaningful. Although players all over the world are constantly challenging levels. But even if all the high-ranked players 24 hours non-stop challenge. It is estimated that it will take decades to reach the full level. And as of now, there has not been a full level person. That is to say, it is impossible to reach full level at present. And here is the hero who is still in the game world. Looking at all this. Incomparable consternation. I was so shocked that my face was deformed. Oris on the side is excited. Cheering. Pinch legs for your own vision. Brother is awesome. The world's first master class. And the hero is completely immersed in his own little world. He clearly remembered that he was only in the 7th grade. It's a too cold player that everyone hates. Just when he doubted life to the extreme. Think of sticks. He took everything for granted. After all, the first day I got the stick. He killed 800,000 players with one stick. And tamed the strongest monster Oris to be his younger brother. Plus the massacre of 3 million members of the 5 major guilds. And later blow up the whole planet. The accumulated experience points of these battles. It should have surpassed any player in time and space life. In other words, he is the world's first master level. Worthy of the name. Immediately, golden light holes shot out from under his feet. Just at the moment when the hero was surprised and puzzled. His whole body was surrounded by a beam of light breaking through the sky. The system should actually beep again. You have reached master level. will be teleported to the beyond. At the same time, the love boss waiting for Kuchatsi to come back. Lying down with a loveless face. On the hills covered by the bright moonlight. Appreciate the moonlight. Nice view. But loving someone gradually becomes demonic, irritable, and angry. Suddenly got up. Roared angrily. Where did the bastard Kuchatsi die? Say good to let him wait for him. This is one time. The sun is almost going down, okay? He returned to calm. Remembering the words he said before leaving with the hero. I don't know what the hell the hero is doing. Helplessly, he could only sigh. Changed another bad posture and lay down on the ground. In my heart, I silently told myself that my master has a lot. Wait another hour. In the vast universe. Suddenly a strange floating island came into view. The male protagonist living on the island looked at the scene in front of him. Looked puzzled. While constantly complaining about my own sadness. Always taken away by force. Here's what it's like to meet a guy who calls himself a god. This is also the case when I met the boss of time and space life. See here. Brother is very popular. Shut up the guy. Voice just fell. Suddenly a voice came from behind. Human child. You are welcome. I didn't expect someone to come to see me so soon. Really amazing. After a series of whistling sounds. Followed by a voice introducing itself. Nice to meet you. I am the companion who guides the transcendent. The hero looks in the direction of the voice. Dig grass. I saw a huge figure with 6 arms holding various artifacts. Now in front of my eyes. It turns out that the comber is the guide of the god of occupation's transcendence. Then he said that the hero's journey along the way is worthy of recognition. Counterattack to the master level with a beginner's career. And the effort these official terms. Insults wanton cold dew when hearing beginners. Brother, haven't you changed jobs yet? The hero answered with certainty. Following that, the system announced that the male lead had met the conditions. The job change is about to begin. Hidden night. Surrounded by shining light. An object with countless energy balls appears in front of the hero. Bling room. Streams of energy began to frantically gather into the male lead's body. The male protagonist who felt the energy fluctuations stood still. Along with the continuous beeping of the system prompt. All kinds of weapons and souls poured into the male protagonist's body. I don't know how long. Finally, with the prompt of the system, the end. Soul of all weapons. Integrated into your body. Successful job transfer. Hidden class master novice. A novice turns into a rookie. Become a full-level boss. Only you can't think of. No system can't do it. After the system settles the hero's record and experience. The male protagonist was sent to a strange transcendent space. Under the guidance of the professional god in the space. The male protagonist not only gains a lot of energy. And with the golden light, the job transfer was successful. Get hidden class master novice. At the moment when the hero gets a new job. The system also pops up again. Start resetting the ability value. Gaining allocatable ability value is tripled. Watching the change of the hero's attribute status bar. Boris on the side was stunned. There are 14,985 ability points that can be allocated. Big brother is big brother. Awesome. Not only a job change, but a hidden job. Even the ability value has become 3 times the original. What a crap. Unknown hero. Looking at Urus with a calm face and speaking. Compared to hidden professions. You are more surprised by the ability value. So popular science is online again. Very excitedly explained. Originally, the upgrades only gave 5 points of ability points. But brother, this situation is 3 times that of others. Even if there are other full-level players. The ability value is only 1/3 of the big brother. This will definitely become a hot topic in the Spacetime Life forum. The male protagonist looked at the attribute value panel and couldn't help stabbing deeply. Suddenly a flash of inspiration. Looking at the ability value that can be assigned. Can't help laughing evilly. Immediately the fingers start setting properties on the panel without stopping for a moment. Watching the gangster's coquettish operation. Boris on the side was stunned. Brother, what are you doing? The hero responded with a look of excitement. Increasing capacity. Boris is very speechless. To be blunt, brother, you are too casual. Are you really not worried about being trashed by others? Not finished. Look at my brother smiling wickedly. For some unknown reason, he was frightened by the scene in front of him. Crazy. The elder brother actually added one less ability value to all the ability values. Didn't wait for the hero to answer the question. The system beep sounds again. All available ability points have been used up. Take a look, two eyes shine. The laughing hero. Boris can only be very helpless. Frozen in place with a black line on his face. Kidding. Big Brother is destined to be a garbage player. Time and Space Life headquarters in the real world. The staff rushed to the boss's office very anxiously. Uncle Chui Depei, who was preparing to cook, was urgently reported by a subordinate. Interrupted mercilessly. Then came to the studio. Looking at the background showing the male protagonist who was full of episodes. The subordinate asked Chui Depei to pay attention to what Kuchazai was doing. The uncle looks at the hero in the game. And the Urus on the side. Asked the subordinate. Which ability did Kuchazai add? The worker then points his finger at the screen. Look in the direction of the staff's finger. Chui Depei looked shocked. Then laughed out loud again. Kuchatsi is really enjoying the game. Hear the boss's magic laugh. He started to say that the hero is already a garbage character with no future. Followed by worries. I don't know what irrational thing he would do. Chui Depei looked disapproving. Indicates that game companies have no right to interfere with players' free choices. But really have to prepare in advance. As he said that, he strode forward to leave. Kuchazai actually added all his abilities to one attribute. This is unexpected. Moreover, he has also become a master novice of hidden professions. It's really a big problem. After all, this is the history of virtual reality games. Strongest and weakest characters. Back to the game world. The god of occupation is guiding the hero to the final stage. Let the hero choose a transcendent weapon from his hand. And own it. The hero heard this. Excited. It's cheap, of course. But so many weapons. Each one is pretty cool. It's a headache to let people choose. Children make choices. My lord. Of course I want it all. So the male protagonist sincerely cast an evil hand to the professional god. Then give it all to me. The professional god didn't see him at all. Show your attitude directly. I can't agree to your request. Human child. But don't be greedy. Hope you make the right. Talk half. Was interrupted by the male lead. A horrible word came out. Don't resist. Obediently give me. Or beat you. You have to give me too. This crazy move. System hint. You have become hostile to the god of professions. Will bear the wrath of the professional god. A war between man and god is about to break out. Children make choices. Of course adults want it all. Facing the choices offered by the occupational gods. The hero turned a blind eye. On the contrary, the domineering Sidely directly challenged the professional god. Let the professional god or obediently hand over all the equipment. Or be beaten by him. Hand over again. This crazy move directly angered the god of profession. God's heart unknown wrath. Instant blackening. The strife has begun. Battle is inevitable. But even so, the hero is not afraid. After all, as long as the stick is in hand, he always has a sense of superiority that is unique in the world. So hold the magic stick. Shout out to the god of career. I make you perfect. You just want to be beaten up by me before you hand it over. The voice of the hero just fell. A huge battle axe instantly attacked from above his head. Facing the enormous pressure head on, the male protagonist holds the wooden stick tightly. Suddenly stopped in place. This blow of God's wrath. While bang. The earth parted. Shockwaves fill the sky. Very scary. After a puff of smoke. The hero is missing. I saw a huge axe cut deep into the ground. Even Urus, who is used to big scenes, can't help being frightened. See cold sweat. What is going on? It's not scientific. The elder brother actually stopped and didn't fight back. Although vent a blow. Professional god who still feels offended. Angry sighed, muttering to himself. I never thought it would be like this. Very sorry. Very sorry. I would personally dispose of the transcendent. Let hegemony Babaran. A beam of light. Rise up with a great boom. Half of the professional god is shrouded in it. Followed by a piercing scream. I saw half of the head of the professional god in front of me. Was bummed. At the same time, the male protagonist once again makes his debut with a stick. Run away with disdain. Confirmed eyes. It seems that you can barely put something else. At this time, he looked confident. Feeling myself. Attribute test of 14,990 point bonus. Yes. Looking at the man with a wicked smile on his face. Oris without thinking. It turns out that the attribute value of the Big Brother's crazy bonus is this. Big Brother is Big Brother. Unlock the learning conditions of hidden skills. I turned out to be the clown. It's me superficial, it's my cat. I also complained about the Big Brother, this is a wrong operation. Will be regarded as a garbage player. Looking at the hidden skills on the attribute bar in front of you, super regeneration ability recovery. The male protagonist mocked Doris with an evil smile. Do you still dare to call me a garbage player now? Just when there is one man and one beast, Abba Abba. The professional god on the side is covering his face in pain. Extremely annoyed, he gritted his teeth and scolded the male lead. Void ants dare to face God. At the same time, a dazzling light wave shot out from his eyes. Sniff. The light wave directly penetrates the male protagonist's body. Seeing that the hero was hit by a blow. Plop down. The pierced hole is still emitting black flames. What makes Urus even more weird is that the male protagonist lying on the ground started to laugh evilly. Pierced wound. Recovery at a speed visible to the naked eye. Muttering. Time and Space Life is really a great game. This made Urus tremble uncontrollably. Dry. This should be a horror game, right? Just when the hero was about to get up, the god of occupation strikes again. Holding a huge sword and hitting the hero's chest. A harmful wound appears in an instant. Face these attacks. A male protagonist with super resilience. Not only fearless, even want to laugh. Let the god of profession use his killing skills. He stood there calmly as if watching a joke. Seeing that the god of occupation is almost playing, the hero slowly raised his head. Came a word contemptuously. It's almost over. But thanks to you, I did receive a lot of benefits. So, put all weapons down now. You are dismissed. Facing the oppression of the male lead, the god of profession can't help but break out in a cold sweat. Threatened. Human child. Your endless greed. Someday will. Confirmed eyes. Another scene that doesn't allow people to finish their conversation properly. While the other person is talking, the male protagonist asked with a look of disdain. What will happen? Swing the wooden shield directly. A skill that swings upward bursts past. As powerful as it is. Exploding into the depths of the universe. At the same time, the system beeps. You have killed the professional god. The moment God disappeared, there is a crack in the space. With a crackling sound, the system prompts that the space is about to collapse. You will be forcibly teleported out of the transcendent space. After a shining light, the male protagonist returns to his position before being summoned. And at his feet, transcendent equipment scattered all over the place. The system beep sounds again. You got all the weapons of the Beyonder. All weapons will be dropped into the storage subspace. And respond to the master's call at any time. See here. The hero laughs like a flower. I really don't cry without seeing the coffin. Very good. God-killing success. Valley of the Kings. The poor male protagonist inspires and counterattacks and becomes a local tyrant. God-killing success. The hero who returns to the land of summoning gets a box of equipment. He is overjoyed. Don't forget to find Han Iching at the agreed place. At this time, someone Han who was waiting in the game. Mentality has exploded. Do not say anything. The hare was so angry that it flew up, howling and screaming on the hills. It is bound to give some color to the bastard Kachotzi. Really tired of the future. Let my wife wait so long. Anne said. Even if the hero is looking for some excuse this time. Cannot let go. Just when he vented his dissatisfaction with Han, there was a sound of killing in the woods behind. He looked back. It's not bitter tea. Who else? Watching him come out in good spirits. Still talking about me. And gestured at him for the night. The Han who is being exposed doesn't say anything. A casserole-sized fist hit the male lead hard in the face. Immediately afterwards, there was Han's revenge-style blast miracle. Beat the hero directly to the ground. Obediently hold your head and let him knead your face. Han Iching was beaten. While cursing the male lead. Didn't you tell me to wait a while? Now the sun is down. How dare you want me? Really tired. In order to pretend to be idle fish, sell 100. The male protagonist can only bear with his back and walk away. Pleading with 2 sideways nosebleeds. I thought you quit the game early. Me too, just in case. It's okay not to say. This said. Han Iching's feet are slightly red. With an angry expression. Turn around and stride ready to leave. Nervous male protagonist sees this. He even asked Han Iching where he was going. Someone Han told me bluntly. Of course it's out of the game. See here. The hero had no choice but to say goodbye. Han Iching, who hates iron but not steel, gritted her teeth. In the end, I can only leave one sentence helplessly. Tomorrow night at 7:30. Back to the hero. Ask him to go to tomorrow night at 7:30. Log into the game on time. Don't be late. It's over. Finally, turn back and leave it to the male lead. Very meaningful expression. Then exit the game and disappear. This is mindless. Directly put the male lead into a circle. Then he also commented that Han is really doing whatever he wants. Unfathomable. Oris on the side is excited. The smirk indicates that something is wrong. Such an obvious hint. Brother is too stupid. I can't understand. At this time, the male protagonist slowly got up and prepared to exit the game. After all, this time, the real world. It's early morning. Back to the real world. The hero is yawning tiredly. Walk happily on the road in slippers. What a sick, happy person. Still sigh. Life in time and space is so much fun. Think back to the batch of transcendental weapons he just acquired. A lot of energy. After all, it is the first batch of weapons beyond the level. So he smirked and said, I have nothing. The price is definitely up to me. Happy for less than a second. He thought about it. Grandma's. Could it be a bound weapon? If bound, then it can't be sold. Just walking and thinking. Unconsciously. Came to the gate of Grandma's soup rice. Very hungry. I wanted to eat a bowl of soup and rice. But never want to open the wallet. The moment when I saw 1001. Just full. Hungry. 1001 is equivalent to 5 yuan. The male protagonist hurriedly lifted up. This damn poor second-generation life. By the way, playing the game of life in time and space recently costs a lot. Now in barely affordable condition. It seems that this is to force him to work more overtime. Rhythm in exchange for more rewards. On the way home, the hero suddenly had a flash of inspiration. Wrong. Etc. Think about Boss Han's equipment. Worth 100 million won. About 520,000 people. Then if I sell my equipment. Exchange for cash. Then don't. This sudden thought. Doable. Action is worse than heart. The hero turned around quickly. Flying virtual game dance without looking back. The legend is that empty people exist in a place. The place where life and death intersect. It is also the most difficult hunting ground in history. So far no team has passed. Although I don't know why I disappeared recently. Yes. Yes. That is the Valley of Kings. The residence of the little brother of Urose. Seeing the hero come to his lair. Oris warmly welcomed by hosts. Brother came to our house. However, the male protagonist who was blinded by money. But directly ignored. straight into the Valley of Kings, and said with a wicked smile, "Horus. Excuse me. I'm going to trouble you next time." Seeing the atmosphere, Horus didn't dare to take a breath. Very reverent bow. "You're welcome, bro. Just be your own home." The male protagonist's eyes are red when he hears this. Bursts of evil laughter. "When I think about the last time I did it. Red-eyed. I forgot to pick up the equipment, and my heart hurts and I can't breathe. I'm going to fight Big Brother today. Give it a good squeeze. Look at this scene. Horus can only have hands but no mouth. Tearful. I'm so sorry, everyone." Immediately after, there were bursts of bangs and cracks resounding throughout the Valley of Kings. The startled monsters. Excited. All kinds of monsters appear one after another in the valley. They are all at the level of big bosses. The hero is excited about this. After all, in his eyes, these creepy monsters, they are the stepping stones for him to become rich. At this moment, the monsters swarmed together to instruct the hero. "I can't wait to eat him," a heretic who stepped into the Valley of Kings. If the normal player has fainted in place. But for the hero who conquered the strongest Horus. Just a bunch of weak chickens, little quacks. It's a good seed for him to brush equipment and sell money. After this harvest, the hero gets rid of the poor and the life of the two is not a dream. I can't even think about it. Others are holding on to the murder. The male lead, this is Chunghao with a stick. With just 2 upward swings. Get countless equipment. Scattered expensive props. The total amount is as high as 78 million yuan. Valley of Kings. The most difficult hunting scene in life and time and space. A large number of terrifying monsters were reduced to ashes in bursts of explosions. Even the 3 most powerful generals under the command of the strongest Horus in the past. Telmort the Desperate. Raphael of the Abyss. Trisel of Dawn. No one was spared. All fall. After a puff of smoke clears. Disappeared without a trace. And the leader of this massacre, Li Jiyu, only used 2 upward swing skills. Along comes the monsters of the Valley of Kings. Disappear. High-priced equipment comes one after another. Like raindrops. Everyone who saw it sighed that it was produced by the Valley of the Kings. Must have. Looking at this scene, Horus felt chills down his spine and dared not speak. I can only silently hand over the sentence. It's over in an instant. Brother worked hard. Unexpectedly, when the hero heard, actually laughed out loud. Finish. That's it. Little brother, you are too small. Now is just the beginning. As soon as the words came out, Horus is scary and speechless. Haven't reacted yet. The hero asked him to look at the smoky place. With a burst of boom boom, dead monsters come back to life. However, there are some special exceptions. For example, the most violent Horus cannot be reset. But this is not worth mentioning for the male protagonist. Because he can make a lot of money. See here. Horus burst into tears. I can only think in my heart, everyone, run away. Saw different from Horus. The hero is very excited. Leisurely raised the stick. Pavement. So. Just swipe it 100 times. The sound of plane bombing keeps coming. Keep ringing. Seen from the depths of the universe. Somewhere on the planet. The mushroom cloud keeps emerging. And the dazzling light reflects the whole earth. Speaking of a foreign university in the past. Gave an interesting talk. It is a discussion meeting of such and such a word. About dropping $100 on the road. The concept that a certain word will never speak. The reason is. For a word. Time spent picking up money on the ground. It will greatly delay the speed at which he makes money. Cause him economic loss. At this time. Valley of the Kings. This phenomenon is happening. Facing the piled up ground. Brilliant advanced equipment. The hero is unmoved. And with a wretched smile on his face, he let out a pig cry. The value created by this mountain of equipment. A conservative estimate of 15 billion gold coins. Converted into Yuan coins, it is about 78 million. According to the comparison of a word. Has completely exceeded the value he created per second. Here. The male protagonist is idle to turn over, not a hat. He is no longer Li Jiyu, a cashier at a small convenience store. His rate of return has surpassed that of the richest man in the world. Back to the real world. The hero is the first time. Walk into a luxury brand clothing store. Replaced myself with a brand new outfit. For a time, a breath of nobility radiates from the inside out from head to toe. The next thing is to get a local gold super sports car from the beginning to the end. And the car is full of luxurious and expensive fashion items. These all reflect the extravagant life of the hero who got rich overnight. Everyone is strong. Stop all the way. The male protagonist takes this to hold the steering wheel tightly. Ready to pretend. Never imagined. Mistaking the accelerator for the clutch. Bang. Ready to show a wave of unanimous daughters show operation. Bang bang. Supercar crashes into utility pole. The hero was shocked. Good thing it didn't hang up. He got off the bus. Crazy. Roar my supercar worth 400 million. Immediately. The old does not go, the new does not come. Never mind. If it breaks, buy another one. It is impossible to repair. Who made me rich? Does something like this car need to be repaired? No. Of course it was replaced directly. God level stick in hand. Xianyu turning around is not a dream. Male host Gun Qinghao. Ticket. The car. House with one hand. I thought it was the highlight of my life. I never wanted to see the neighbor girl is the highlight. Inside the Time and Space Life headquarters building. Chui Pied is lighting a cigar helplessly. A look of helpless irritability. Listening to the subordinates report on the current situation of life in time and space. Due to the recent looting of huge amounts of equipment and props by Kuchazai. Worth about 15 billion. As a result, the resource consumption rate of the game is 2 years earlier than expected. Causing trouble for other players. As a result, many players complained that Time and Space Life was unhappy. It also caused the company's stock to fall. And develop according to this situation. The company should be doomed soon. Received this terrible report. Chui Pied dislikes the male protagonist more and more. Not only that. The subordinate also said that he should also consider quitting. Hearing self-deprecating complaints from subordinates. He turned white on the spot. Grooving. What are you thinking, boy? If you don't make a mistake, don't think about it. I want to quit. The wings are hard, right? Facing Chui Pied's order. Subordinates called directly. Boss. Small can't do it. Just when Chui Pied was having a headache. The phone rang by accident. The caller confirmed. The male protagonist who has been hammered by Chui Pied n-100 times in his heart. If the hero is really unknown, he is already alive. Hit the gun as soon as you come. Not only say he's spending money everywhere. I also plan to give Chui Pied a big gift. Chui Pied listened. Fire. Big gift. Stir-fried bitter tea and another serving. Facing the phone is a crazy output. You bastard. Blame you. Facing Chui Pied's crazy bombing. The male lead looks fierce. Out of the ordinary. From the bottom of my heart, Chui Pied must be unhappy. So I decided to give him peace. Little hands weak. A sound of B ends the call. Then start making a shopping list. I should buy it. He bought it all. But I always feel like something is missing. It always feels like a bright moment is missing. Book delivery. He had an idea. Drive somewhere quickly. Yes. He is on the most luxurious high-level ground. Bought a suite. While eating and laughing, I made a pig cry. While welcoming everyone to visit his high-end luxury accommodation. And confirmed the eyes. Exclamation. This is the highlight moment. After this wave of operations. He just remembered after moving. There is one more important thing to do. Yes. Good. That's a cake for the neighbors. And take the opportunity to get to know. The hero is very happy to take the cake. Ring the neighbor's doorbell. After opening your eyes and seeing the neighbors clearly. He froze. The girl in front of me. Soft and cute. Oops. Pierced by Cupid's sword. Lin Bei. Now is the real highlight, okay? Mind involuntarily think of. The scene of the first encounter with the love boss. At this moment, in the Valley of the Kings, the most difficult hunting ground in life and time and space. A terrifying existence. Step by step into the forbidden area. As a result, a large number of terrifying monsters came out. Opposite these thousands of monsters, one-horned white hare. Humanoid monsters still burning with purple flames are not afraid. A flaming hand slowly stretched out in front of the monster group. Then came a terrifying coercion bombardment. Not surprisingly, the monster group died instantly. Broken flesh and blood rained down from the sky. See here. The Sanyuan generals who were the strongest in the past to retaliate against the Eurus Legion took action one after another. Attack and yell at the humanoids. Never imagined. Humanoids are not only fearless, also spit out a sentence. A pack of ridiculous watchdogs. Even the owner does not recognize. Then pick out 3 purple tentacles from behind. It's very fair to put one root in the body. Another trick to finally penetrating. Continuously absorb energy from the bodies of the 3 monsters. Empty it out. Perish. With this demise. No worm belly. Just hear the system beep. You have absorbed the opponent's level and ability value. Since then, the data of the Eurus Legion Sanyuan general has been completely eliminated. After finishing the whole group of monsters, humanoid monsters begin to fall into memory. From the memoirs, the humanoid monster is actually the 2-headed dragon Urus. The other end of the male lead's brow. A terrifying existence that will wipe out human beings. Uraka. Seeing is believing. Encounter area reveals true body. Confirmed eyes. The dimension gap between reality and games is a bit big. If there is a soft and cute girl in front of me. The hero involuntarily remembered. The first encounter with the love boss in the game. Speaking of the rampage in the game. Rude. Domineering love boss. It seems to be somewhat similar to this cute girl in front of me. It is said that this is her first real encounter with the love boss. However, due to the large gap between reality and the role setting of the game. So that she can't get tired. Did not recognize. As a result, after making cakes sent by the hero, Han Iching also returned to the house. The agent couldn't help asking when he saw the rice cake in Han AI's hands. So Han Iching explained. It's from the new neighbor who moved in next door. At the same time, I can't help but think of Catch Sai. I always feel that the new neighbors have a sense of déjà vu. The poor guy in the game with nothing left but his pants. But it's not a class at all. See, Han Iching is in a daze. Brokers call out. There are still shows to be recorded. Tell her to change clothes and get ready. Hearing this, Han AI was very upset. I just finished school for less than half an hour. Go to work again as a laborer. I am not a robot. Seeing this, manager purse his lips and smile. You don't want to finish recording at 7:30. Then play the game. Only then did Han Ai remember. Yes. She made an appointment with Catch Sai to meet at 7:30. Involuntarily appoint a compromise. Stride ready to leave. Broker, see here. I can't help but connotate it. It looks like there is a friend in the game. By the way, what kind of man is he? Can make her heart move. So curious. At the same time, the hero is in the game. But different. The Valley of the Kings is surprisingly quiet. Usually gather monsters in piles. Gone. Angry man. Had to whine at the Eurus. Did your men flee en masse? Eurus is speechless and terrified. Big brother. According to system settings, monsters can only have indeterminate regional activities. Escape is impossible. Correct. Unless the system is flawed. Only when monsters escape. One person and one beast look at the emptiness in front of them. Valley of the Lifeless Kings. Speechless to ask vicissitudes. The male protagonist can't hold it because of a tree. And the idea of giving up the whole forest. So decided to give up. Can't hang from a tree. Need to find another place to hunt and earn rice. Urus nods in approval. Immediately remind the male lead. I made an appointment with Han Iching today. The hero just remembered. And said that the meeting time is coming soon. There is no way to hunt today. Turn your head and don't leave. And muttering trouble dead. How long does it take? Looking at the empty Valley of Kings. Oris feels inexplicably cold. Familiar and ominous. At the same time. In an unknown area of the game. Under the bright moonlight. A huge figure roaring. It's the blood serpent Ariloth. Level 190 regional treasure. Being attacked by a purple tentacle. Accompanied by bursts of gurgling choking sounds. The system beeps in time. You have absorbed the opponent's level and ability value. Huracan came into view with an expression of enjoyment. Mouth keeps drooling. And saying one word is not enough. He who just absorbed the monster. Not only did not get full marks. And caught in memory. The human man who wants to destroy the heart and mind. These strengths are not enough. Huracan hasn't come back from thinking. God. A figure suddenly appeared above the head. It's the woman known as the goddess of life. As always, the expression of hiding a knife in a smile. Some inexplicable speech. Just as he started his show. A purple tentacle digs into his belly. At the moment when he was surprised. Huracan is already facing him who is still in the sky. Start looting. After all, he is delicious in the eyes of Huracan. Shocked woman. The words are not exported. Instantly drained and tightened in surprise. Due to dryness. Unable to maintain shape in the air. So stand still and fall down. At the same time, the system beeps. But strangely. The system actually prompts that the absorption failed. Huracan looked disbelieving. How can it be? Just then a familiar voice sounded. The woman is perfect. Appear behind him. Whatever you do. So what? True to the stamp. Goddess of Life is here. Huracan also accepts everything. Goddess of Life being drained and strapped. Instantly fell to the ground. But. Strange. The system actually prompts that the absorption failed. Huracan with a fierce face. Looking in disbelief. The woman who appeared behind her intact. With a sigh. Woman teasing. Cub. Are you rebellious? How dare you shoot your mother? Huracan ignored the indifference and turned his head. Thinking clearly. Already feel the energy absorbed. But. Could it be the phantom's disguise magic? Shouldn't. It seems that this product cannot be eaten. Just ask. What are you? I feel the same breath. Women don't answer. Just happy. Point to a place. A bustling city. And inform Huracan. Where to? Can eat a lot of food. Can enjoy. Here you can eat as much as you want. Huracan is fun. Glowing eyes. Haratsi instantaneous direct current. Sword strike. A secret smile on a woman's face. Huracan in a state of wind demon. Spread the huge wings on the back. Fluttering ready to take off. Before leaving. Don't forget to introduce yourself. And declared. My name is Huracan. Sworn to wipe out all human existence. Process finished. Instantly a purple energy light. Facing the south. Bouncing up from the goddess of life. Tuliu goddess of life is messy in the wind. Huracan to town. First came a wave of explosive shock waves. Then when everyone was surprised. The purple tentacles start to stab people indiscriminately. Some unlucky man got hit in the neck. Instantly drained when touched. The companions beside me watched the scene. Make a sound of panic like killing pigs. In panic. Purple tentacles shrouded. Within sight. No one is spared. Get hit by this horrible tentacle. In a scream. Drained and brought into the eaves of the flower family. At the same time, the system beeps continuously. You absorb the opponent's ability value and level. Huracan, who was in a state of madness, was excited. Although it is an inconspicuous Shenzhen village. But never give up. There are many players with high levels and high rankings. And these players. In Huracan's eyes, they are real objects. Will be his fodder. In this killing. Players are not only tortured. Even more shocking is. Players killed by Huracan. The roles will be deleted by the system. At the same time. Spacetime Life Headquarters Building. Staff first time. Rushing to boss Chui Pai's office. Breaking into the office to report without knocking. The boss has not only received numerous user complaints, and all kinds of social platforms are crazily criticizing life in time and space. The keyboard warriors are endlessly spraying on the forum. Our human customer service can't stand it anymore. Almost paralyzed. After listening to the reports of the subordinates, Chui Pai leaned back on his chair and smoked a cigar. Unhurried expression. Sneered and said, "Has Huracan appeared so soon? Really interesting. So listen. Subordinates direct and violent." Immediately Chui Pai began to order his subordinates. "Start now. Focus on monitoring two roles. One is Huracan. Another one is front heel of screen arc. In the wind and rain. Ruined towns burn in a whirlwind of fire. Still no other sound. Huracan standing amidst the fire." The woman's voice came from behind. Teasing as always. "It's amazing. The whole village has been eaten up by you." Huracan didn't respond either. "It's just that there is a hala on one side of the mouth. Whispering is not enough." Then he turned to the woman and said, "Where is the next food?" Woman face indifferent. An appetizing response to Huracan. "This. Let me think. Next food. Have. There is one. An unknown area. 7:34 real time. A woman with long pink hair is shaking with anger. Recalling that I only explained it yesterday. Kutcha boy that bastard. Log in on time at 7:30 tomorrow night. Late or dead alert. At this time, someone in Han is embarrassing. Bloodshot eyes. The violent mood exploded in an instant. Getting ready to explode. There was a rustle behind. "You bastard bitter T-boy. Why are you looking up so late?" Just when he turned around thinking it was. When bitter T-boy appears. A monster with countless tentacles on its back. Appear before him. While Han was astonished. Huracan is drooling at him. Really people standing on the hill. Or come from heaven. I thought someone in Han who was let go by Kachazai. I'm irritable at the moment. Just when the power of the prehistoric is about to erupt. Suddenly there was a rustling sound behind. So he turned around to find out. Result. Don't see, don't know. Look at the next article. A monster with countless tentacles on its back. Drooling at him. Yes. Yes. Come on, it's Urus eyes. Another head. Level 999 Huracan. The plot goes back to the front end of the village. Just before. Beautiful and quiet town. The only violation is a tattered, described dry man. Walking listlessly among the crowd. He looks ordinary. Is to order 3 million members to crusade against men. Wise commander-in-chief of the 5 United Trade Unions. Once upon a time, life was hot. Top man. But in that event with more than 3 million people. After the Doomsday Challenge. He fell from the altar. Be reviled. Criticized. How glorious was life. How unbearable it is now. Can't let go of him. Obsession is too deep now. Wandering in front-end villages. Don't forget to mutter about past glory. When he swore he wouldn't just break down. An explosion sounded from the sky. Panic everywhere. The village is fighting me. The front-end village belongs to the safe area, right? What happened? A monster appeared in the central square. Startled shadow. Can only hide to the footsteps. Very unfortunate. He happened to witness this tragedy happen. Yuleton's mad massacre. Countless players have been disconnected. Role is deleted. At the same time, the hotspot of life in time and space hit the basket. Players are talking about this topic. Hawkeye, who sees everything, frightened. At this moment, he didn't know that the goddess of life had noticed him. Although his whereabouts were not revealed. But a familiar yet strange smile appeared on the corner of a certain god's mouth. After chattering with a beast. Against the burning ruins of the town. Spread your wings and fly into the air. Quickly fly away from the sky. Go to the next physical stronghold. See the monster fly away. Hawkeye breathed a sigh of relief. Then an inexplicable crazy idea popped into my mind. The picture returns to reality. Facing this beast, Korean love is shocked. Just when she was surprised, a greeting sounded from the side. You are the boss of love. Listen to this. Looks like an acquaintance of Kuchazai. Han Ai let out a sigh and immediately relaxed her vigilance. After all, call her the boss of love. Only Kuchatsi. Then he approached Uraka carelessly. Helplessly complained. How do you make your character look so scary? I almost did it myself. A certain god on the side showed a familiar secret smile. While asking if you have a good relationship with Kuchatsi, Han Ai said innocently. Should be about the same. Just play with her. That guy is human too. Keep haunting me. When a certain god heard it, his face was full of danger. Inadvertently recalling the past of the Hainai Shan trade union, the hero warns not to bother her love boss again. Immediately the love between Korea and South Korea disappears. Tsutsao said that I really annoy you a little. When Han Iching looked fierce, a purple tentacle plunges into her belly. Han Ai coughed and drank. Spit out a mouthful of black blood. Suspended body. Drained dry in bursts of grunts. Take care. You overbearing woman. Voice just fell. Her voice shattered instantly. Dissipate into a cloud of blood mist. Only a wisp falls to the ground. Uraka who absorbed the power of Han love. Instant light. Streams of terrifying power swayed beside me. Delicious food. Let Uraka sigh. A certain god is gloating and waiting. Sure, delicious. After all, it is a piece of God. Ulaka listened to this, very puzzled, and asked what it was. A certain god did not respond positively. Just say don't care. Immediately prepare to take Uraka away. Go eat a lot more food. Where are you going? Asshole. A familiar voice came from behind them. The male protagonist holds the artifact wooden stick. Appeared gloomily behind the two of them. He looked at the damned woman in front of him with a murderous expression. Although the woman is surprised, but still dare not turn around and tease. Haven't seen you for a long time. Master Rookie is doing well recently. The hero completely ignores. Yell angrily. Shut up. If you don't want to die, just open the stinky feet. Woman heard. Glanced at the foot. It's Han's meager love. Express immediately. Oops. I accidentally stepped on it. I'm so sorry. The hero doesn't care. Uraka. Tentacle man. What are you doing? You take me first and then talk. As always, the terrifying bombardment exploded in an instant. Fly on the tiger's head. Love boss. Must kill. War imminent. The hero raises his stick and swings at Uraka. As always, the terrifying power bombing. Break through the sky in an instant. Deep into the universe. The smoky spot. Male host stick standing. I'm blaring at the damned fierce god right now. Very disdainful. This is the last time I let you go. Get out if you don't want to die. You bug. The fierce god is completely indifferent. Not only that, he also put on a smile. Oops. Really? How can there be such a beautiful bedbug as me? Besides, less pretentious. You can't kill me. You can fix him. My son. Talk later. It's too late. Uraka gallops from behind the fierce god. Wink princess. Came to the hero. Showing off its black sharp claws ostentatiously. Unreasonable. Suddenly hit the hero. Bang bang bang. The unsuspecting hero was instantly blown away. Oris, who has never seen such a scene, stare at the smoke. Tubu. Just when Oris was in a hurry, a figure walks slowly in the smoke. Yes. Is the hero. The difference is, at this time, there were 3 more harmful scratches on his body. To this, the hero doesn't care. Confused at the moment. What's going on with this guy in front of me? Because Mao Mingming was hit with a stick. Unscathed. Oris sees the hero's injury. Just startled. However, the parties are obviously out of the situation. Unconscious. Very calmly. Fine. Okay. How could it hurt me so much? Randomly saw scars on the male protagonist's body. Recover at a speed visible to the naked eye. Speechless. Uriken was born at exactly this time. One step to answer the hero. That level of attack. Avoid it. Confidently expressed at random. Your kind of attack. Can't hit me. See hooligan, so arrogant. The hero is very speechless. Just avoid. Yeah. It seems that I am too gentle. Then try a little harder. Facing the hero's speech. Huracan has no tears at all. Let the hero be less pretentious. The power of that blow just now was already at its full strength, right? Hear the word full. The hero feels very ironic. Tima. Whether it is the previous. The record of 3 million guild members. Or to kill that damned woman. And blow up the whole planet. Or maybe it's a matter of challenging the professional god to win. As for me, it's just a normal attack. 2B. The hero's whole body erupted with shining light in an instant. Huracan is horrifying and brave. Randomly saw a terrifying energy. It is starting to collapse from the hero's chest. System beep sounds. Soul of TV activated. Belonging to the inherent characteristic skills of master level novice. At this stage, you can use the insight skill to move. Sound fall. The hero yelled at Uriken in the sky. First use skill. I don't know what to do. If the second generation of bedbugs is hit, it will be painful. So, remember to avoid it like before. Look at this terrible coercion. Huracan couldn't urinate in an instant. At the same time, the male lead is holding an artifact wooden stick and is in a good shape. Explosive energy surrounds the whole body. Concave the ground. A sound to activate the skill. Continuous slash. Voice just fell. A power that is cooler than ever. Seen from the depths of the universe. Blue planet. There's a blast of destructive energy. The energy spread has exceeded the range that the planet can bear. An unknown khaki planet in the depths of the universe. Not lucky to be affected. This annoying blow. Carrying all kinds of beautiful daily life after the hero and the love boss met. Not only let Uriken's figure dissipate. The planet is penetrated. Overwhelmed planet. Exploding in the depths of the universe in an instant. Master shot. No, if there is. The basic skill of a master swordsman is continuous slashing. The burst of energy not only instantly engulfed Huracan. It breaks through the sky and runs through a certain khaki planet in the universe. The planet cannot withstand the impact of this energy. Instant explosion. At the same time, Commander-in-Chief of the top 5 union guilds of a certain UK. Hiding in the woods far away to watch. In order to explode. Blink of an eye. Ragged him. Silently opened the personal live broadcast. Regardless of watching users' crazy complaints. Actually went live with ridicule. It is said that this live broadcast function is for all players. But at the end of the war, in order to raid the hero, 3 million members have not turned on the live broadcast function. So until all are destroyed, everyone doesn't know who is the person who was offered a reward of 10 billion gold coins. The reason why Hawkeye wants to broadcast live. And mentioning the Armageddon event on the air. It is because he feels that there are various unreasonable things in the game. 30 million people. Is it realistic? Not yet a bug. Not cheating. Ability to remove monsters from player characters. Is it plausible? Etc. Game companies are not only unfair. Simply regard players as pigs and dogs. So what he has to do in this live broadcast is to reveal the secrets. At the same time, players who have deleted characters are called. Hurry up and watch his live broadcast. He is tracking monsters. He will expose the ugly mouth of Life and Space Game Company. Of course, I don't forget to remind everyone to pay attention to him. The venue after the explosion on the hero's side. Surrounded by a puff of smoke. He holding the artifact wooden stick. Look up to the sky. Looking at Uraka, who is covered in scars all over her body. Breathed out. Whoops. Not bad. can avoid my full attack. Who the hell are you? Facing the male lead's questioning, he finally got the chance to seriously introduce himself. My name is Uraka. Is going to wipe out human existence. The strongest buff monster on the surface. The other lost head of Horus. Hear this. Both the hero and Horus were shocked. Horus, who had recovered from his shock, was very frustrated. Obviously, the sixth sense is very accurate. Why don't you believe it? Familiar and ominous smell. Immediately remind the main man to be careful of Uraka. And tell him. All the monsters before should be the poisonous water under Uraka. And there is another person. That. Love boss too. Horus spit out with a sad face. Instant male protagonist pupil dilation. Looking at Horus in shock. Stunned on the spot. Stupidly listening to Horus stating the facts. Seeing the heat of that person being treated one by one. Uraka can't stop. With a roar that I'm going to kill you. Flying from the air to the hero in an instant. At this time, after listening to the statement of Horus, the male protagonist flew all over his face. Brilliant mood. Facing Uraka, who was not long-sighted and attracted again. A white afterimage as fast as lightning. Burst out. The moment when Uraka is close to the hero. Get hit perfectly. This is to keep Uraka alive. Use the dense flow weapon with a cold face. Uraka vomited blood when hit. The rumble of battle. And break through the light resistance of the sky. Just confirmed the azimuth coordinates for Silver Eye. Excited him. Straight to the battle emperor. I didn't forget to say that I would like to give you a real-life broadcast. The male protagonist, covered by anger, is frantically waving the artifact target in my hand. A mighty attack. A ruthless call to Uraka. The field is full of smoke. Useless where it explodes. Uraka the wounded. They were all beaten to vomit blood. Still refused to give up and continued to attack the male lead. The hero no longer grumbles. Instantly throws out the continuous slashing version of the Luing weapon. Accompanied by the overwhelming red blade appears. In the sound of booming explosions. All hit Uraka. Uraka is overwhelmed. Lost eyes. Mouth blood poo. Just saw the shadow of this scene. Extremely shocked. That face. He will never forget in his life. It's him. It's him. It's him. Pull him off the altar. The man of doom. No time to take into account the shocking scene of the judges at this time. Hawkeye gritted his teeth in anger. It's really a narrow road. It is said that enemies have special eyes when meeting each other. He instantly summons the weapon. Tighten the bow. Point the arrow at the hero. Suddenly there was a broken sound. Look at the source of the sound. At this time, Uraka's eyes were blank. Cry blood again. And the chicken feet on his head protrude in sections. At the same time. Spacetime Life Hot Forum. Players watching the deleted character in the live broadcast room. Frying pan. Comment hot discussion deleted role reply. Hawkeye watching this scene was puzzled and shocked. Fuck. What's the situation? So. Come out and hang out. Always have to pay. Crushed with Uraka. Players' deleted characters are restored. The system keeps prompting Uraka. The soul you snatched returns to its master. Your level ability quality has decreased. Wrecked and covered in wounds, Uraka. The level just dropped from full level to level 723. Facing the male lead's attack. He is struggling more and more. Moving slower and slower. This makes the unknown male protagonist very puzzled. Fortunately, Horus saw the clue. Straight to the point. Big brother. The energy absorbed by that guy is returning to its original owner. At the same time. Inside the Time and Space Life headquarters building. Chui Pied and his subordinates also noticed this. The original data of players slaughtered by Uraka has not been deleted. And stored in Uraka's mecha. Looking at the excited look on the subordinate's face. Chui Pied is very speechless. Look like a fool. Direct team. As head of development. Did you come to work by touching the clouds? Don't even know that. The subordinates responded helplessly. Boss. Am I the head of the design department? After listening to Oris tell the mystery, the male protagonist can't help but smile evilly. So, just kill that guy in front of you. Love boss can come back. Hearing this, Uraka has nothing to ask the sky. Helpless and dare not. Just grit your teeth. Resolutely attack the male protagonist again. I still don't forget to shout out the mere food stalls. Emboldened. No way. Unfinished. I saw the man with a wicked smile on his face. Reactivate the skill to continuously slash and leave a breath. The vicious Uraka burst into bursts of bangs and explosions. The level and ability value continue to decline. Snatch. The coming soul has begun to be unstoppable. Keep running away from him. Return to original owner. At this time, the number of viewers in Eagle Eye's live broadcast room has reached more than 30,000. Announcement on hot bulletin board. Doomsday Man has appeared. Everyone hurry up to watch the live broadcast of Eagle Eye. Everyone watched the live broadcast and discussed wildly. Someone praised. Someone ridiculed. But more voices of support. Players whose characters were deleted all praised the male protagonist for his beautiful work. Thanks to the hero. To restore one's role. Can continue to have fun. See the hot discussion of the audience in the live broadcast room. Hawkeye looks incredible. Then silently put down the bow and arrow in his hand. Lonely froze in place. At the same time, in a building in a prosperous area, a cute girl with pink hair is sitting in the bedroom. Watch the game live with a serious face. Play calf. This is a man with a confident face who plays monsters without fighting power. Seems like deja vu. Hanaiching stared at the phone screen with a puzzled expression. I can't help but think of that shining face. Back then, I chased him and called my lord. Wait for my bitter tea. Suddenly his pupils dilated. Is this person in front of him really Kachatsi he knows? In-game. Huracan is unbearable. Has been beaten to the knees by the hero. The level will reach level 180. Looking at the embarrassed Huracan in front of him. The hero and Oris. This one suffers from the merciless taunt of insidious obscenity. This guy has been gutted by us. Can the ability point go back to before liberation? Time to give him a treat. Say time and time. Kalatsi flowing in the mouth of the ground. Huracan who is still talking. Take advantage of the hero. Thrust a purple tentacle into its chest. The showy operation of this Tobu computer room. It just shocked everyone. Huracan successfully counterattacked at this time. Reversed the situation. Huracan, who was very satisfied with the situation. Excited to swear. I am the existence that will wipe out all human beings. Immediately absorb it with a thud. Aura's face stared at the man in horror. The moment when the hero's energy is drained, the body also dissipates. With the disappearance of the hero, system beep sounds. You have absorbed the opponent's ability value and level. When the artifact wooden stick fell to the ground, Huracan's ridges, feet and scars on his body have all recovered. Ability to return to peak condition. Because the hero is so delicious, Huracan is very satisfied. Can't help laughing out loud. Excited that I have never eaten such delicious food. But these are not enough. Because he is Huracan. It is the gluttonous Huracan that can never relieve hunger. Watching Big Brother being slaughtered. I can't do anything by myself. Inward twisted Oris gets a thump. Kneel directly next to the stick. The effect of the healing factor activates. Damaged flesh regenerates. Voice just fell. Huracan's body suddenly swelled. The belly forms a massive sphere. An inexplicable fear surged into Wu Lakan's heart. What the hell? Why is there an inexplicable thing moving crazily inside? Suddenly a terrifying skull appeared from the edge, accompanied by a creepy scream of terror. What's even weirder is, the skull suddenly let out a giggle, turning head and smiling at Huracan. Even Huracan, who is used to big scenes, immediately couldn't hold back. Terrified. Doubt life.
Damn.